This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Got it locked and loaded to the Sunday, October 12th edition of the Press Box. Your boy Naughty along with the Pearl. Stat Boy Sancho in the building.
What up, what up?
Setting it off. Meg will be joining us in short order. Leo B and Clint J will be chiming in the 12 o'clock hour when we do our talking football, doing the fantasy rundown, and getting you ready for our picks.
What up?
But it is Sunday. And I know we got a lot to talk about. Big up to all the sponsors who make it happen each and every Sunday. The Island Game,
yes.
Bud Light,
Ooh, yeah.
Green Parrot, and Margaritaville PI.
Oh, yeah.
Listen here, man. Big up the Margaritaville PI, man. Them lobster tails, off the chain.
I got to check them out.
That's them big set, Pearly.
I did Green Parrot yesterday. I've done my Bud Light.
What you got from Green Parrot yesterday?
I just got a sandwich. I got a club. I felt like eating the club sandwich. But it was off the chain.
They got a great club sandwich, but get the wings.
Yeah, I do the wings. I do the wings.
They got good pasta. They got some good. Hey, listen.
I love the spinach dip too.
The mahi fingers.
Yeah.
Down there at Green Parrot.
Okay.
Off the chain.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, so big up all the sponsors, man. Couldn't do it without you guys. Obviously, you know, we're going to talk sports. We're going to get into to the NFL. But we do have to start things off. Obviously, let's address the Dodger in the room. He's in full that guy mode.
Oh, not yet. Not full. So on my way.
We got the American League Championship Series lined up. You got the Toronto Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners. I told you the Mariners were a dark horse team to watch out for them.
You sure did.
I think you don't have the best two teams in the American League, to tell you the truth. I would have liked to see Detroit and the Yankees go at it. I think those were the best two teams, but Toronto and Seattle, hats off to them. They play good ball. They're there.
Hold on. Yeah. You know, Toronto did win the division.
Yeah, but we tied them with the record. They had a tiebreaker.
Pearly, we ran them down, and you know it, and I know it. We had one more day.
They ran y'all down, then y'all ran them back down.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
They proved they were better when they beat us, but
listen,
still.
But I seen George Springer fall up before. I seen Bichette fall up before, and even though that's one of
he's hurt. So
that's one of my Don't Blink babies right there. That's one of my Don't Blink nephews. Yeah. But Vlad Guerrero, he ain't got no series against nobody else like he got against the Yankees. He's get up for the Yankees.
Serious.
Yeah,
he got a serious.
And he disappears. All right? So, be that as it may, you got Seattle, you got Toronto. Seattle's a dark horse. I come this far saying that the dark horse, my Yankees gone. Let's go Seattle.
Seattle, I'm concerned about their bats. Their pitching is the end point. The game against the closing game was the pitchers.
I am not pulling for the Blue Jays. There's like the Red Sox, and then right after that, there's like the Orioles and the Reds and the Blue Jays right there.
You know, there's a home for you. You know, you could hop over to the West Coast just for this series.
No.
No.
As far as your series go in the National League, I think we got the best two teams left.
No, actually, I think the best two teams were the Philly Dodgers.
Yeah, I think they're the
Phillies
best two.
I
No,
think
that was the best two teams there, but now that the Phillies are gone, the best two teams left. Oh, they can't take nothing from them, Pearly. For the better part of 2 months, they've been the best team in
from
baseball.
them. We're going to take 4 games from them over this next 2 weeks.
Well, I expect that. Don't lose.
Well,
Y'all don't sleep on the Brewers.
Baseball is baseball. Anything can happen, but I doubt,
true.
you know.
And the Brewers
I'm
showed a
feeling
lot of
this week.
moxie. They were down against the Cubs and came back twice.
That's true, and the Cubs aren't no tough out, so
Yeah, but wasn't the Brewers up 2 games to none on the Cubs?
I believe so. Then they
No.
tied, or it
Yeah.
might have been they were up 2-1.
No, I think they
2-1.
were up 2. No, I think they were.
Oh.
I think the Cubs were faced with 4 elimination games. The first one was in the wild card.
They were up 2-0. You're correct, Pearly.
They
won
were-
7-3, and then they
Yeah.
won 9-3. So they were
Yeah.
smoking the Cubs.
And then the Cubs
fought
came
to
back
stay
and
alive.
held serve at home for 2 games. The
Watch out
home
for them
team
next year.
held serve
Milwaukee
in
could be
that
tough to
division,
beat.
that play.
Milwaukee could be tough to beat.
No, they're
in
going to be
Milwaukee.
tough. No, Milwaukee's Milwaukee's the team. It's very hard to get them out 1-2-3. They find ways to get on base. They find ways to manufacture runs. So they're gonna be a good test for the Dodgers. But I think once we get through them, the rest I'm not worried about Toronto or Seattle. So it's just that's going to be an interesting series to watch. I don't see it going 7. I think we take them in 5.
I say 6. I think they're good enough to get 6.
I don't know. I don't know.
We'll see.
If we take one of those first two games in Milwaukee, they're not going to beat us in LA.
You have 3 straight games in LA.
I'm not sure. I got to check how that's set up.
Because the format in the World Series is like 2 games home, 3 games away, 2 games
Yeah,
home.
but I don't know. I think this may be
might be
2-2,
1-1.
I'm not sure. I got to check that out because I was thinking about
Yeah,
that.
the
last
MLB,
night.
the MLB just confuses me with their scheduling for
Yeah.
the 7-game series. It's too
Yeah,
confusing.
They sure do.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on that. That's going to be some interesting, sports to watch over the next couple of weeks and then leading into the World Series. Let's touch on the
Yeah, it's going to be 2-3-2. Sorry, it's going to be 2-3-2.
Okay, it was correct.
Let's touch on the WNBA.
Oh, those
Here we
aces.
The Aces are champions for the 3rd time in 4 years.
With a broom.
I don't think we should really be getting into this. And just let me finish this rant, fellas, and I want to hear from both of you. I don't think that we should, and probably both of you may not like me after this rant either. I appreciate what Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have done for the WNBA as far as bringing viewership back and a
Yeah.
rivalry like Bird and Magic.
Yeah.
But I'm not really trying to entertain the great white hope, Caitlin Clark. She's the LeBron of female basketball. She's lost twice at the collegiate level. She's gone to the WNBA, failed to make the playoffs, was injured this year. But the fact that between her and Angel Reese indirectly, the hype they're getting and taking away from the pound-for-pound best player in the WNBA, whose name is Asia Wilson. Bar none.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
miles ahead.
Yeah, she's the best player in the NBA.
She is
I mean,
the best
WNBA.
player of in the WNBA.
She is. I'm not taking that. I never
She's
take that.
engaged to Bam Adebayo. There's everything that you could use to market around her.
But
You can market around her. Good-looking chick, tall, multifaceted on the court, multiple MVP, All-American apple pie, about to marry another NBA player. So you should really look at promoting her. And you had her in the league for a couple of years. Why didn't you promote her with the same conviction that you're promoting Caitlin? All I'm saying is, until Caitlin wins some rings, don't bring me that foolishness. And yeah, until Angel win me some rings, don't bring me that foolishness.
Let me say one thing. I
But keep
never
me
said
posted
Angel
on
was
a.
the best. I just love Angel.
But keep me. I know. But keep me posted on a double doubles, okay?
yeah, I just love Angel. And if she gets the support that Wilson has, you'll see something different a lot. She
And
just has no
and
support
another
in the
face-
sky. That's why they should trade her.
And another face that they need to embrace and push when she comes in the league
Oh,
next
here we
year
go again.
is Juju Watkins.
Here we go again.
That's Jaden Daniels' girlfriend.
Yeah. You know, she was the first female basketball player to lead the USC Trojans onto the field yesterday.
Thank you very much.
It was so awesome to see her run out there. And then see that she was able to run out
And
there.
when
So
she
that means
gets
that
to the
leagues get it
league,
together.
I can't wait for her to introduce the Mamba mentality really to the league. Ionescu does it to a point.
I think Angel does it to a point. If you really look at what Angel does, she's a beast on the boards. She's
No.
not.
Yeah,
in terms of scoring and all, I'm talking about the mentality of being a beast.
I hate to say it. Angel is a good old thugger around them boards. That's what she is. She's a thugger. She ain't no mama mentality. She's a thug.
You can compare her to
Nothing off
Rodman.
the board is not hers. She believes every rebound is her rebound.
Well, that's Dennis Rodman.
All I'm
mentality.
No,
saying
she's
is,
crazy like that. So let's do it.
She's a rebounder like him.
with a
Yeah, but-
myriad
She is
of problems that the WNBA have to address over the offseason with,
Yes.
with the comments of Nafis Collier
Yeah.
and a couple other players.
No.
It's at the top. They need to get the house in order.
The commissioner needs to get her act
They need to
together.
promote the league better and use more diversity in promoting the league, because not only do you have Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, you have Asia Wilson and a multitude of international players, including Jonquel Jones.
No, Asia gets a lot of play. Asia gets a lot of play.
Not to the point of Caitlin. For the last 2 years, it's been Caitlin.
She don't have the sponsorship that those two players got.
That's true.
That's the issue. It's not that the NBW doesn't. The sponsorships are coming at Caitlin Clark.
I'm not talking about the sponsorships, Pearly. I'm talking
They don't
about the
want-
lopsided media.
Well, because that's
And
all
I hate
you
to say
see-
it,
All you're
the
seeing is their face.
Caucasian portion of the media.
Yeah, I understand that. But the promotions, all you see, and every time you turn on the TV, the commercials, all that stuff is them. So that's
End of the day-
that's a natural progression.
The best player in the WNBA needs to get some shine.
Well,
Moving forward, they need to embrace what she's doing. She's up there. She's
I'm
up
up
there
there,
on
huh?
some Lisa Leslie, Cynthia Cooper type stuff.
yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. She
So,
she
give
put
her her
team on,
credit.
She put her team on her back, and she took them to the WNBA championship.
And Becky Hammond as the coach is no slouch either.
Oh no slow.
Coaches, she's up there.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen in the offseason, what kind of moves are going to be made. Will the Chicago Sky trade Angel Reese? Will who will be the number one pick this year? I'm how many picks this
I'm
one got.
thinking Angel gets traded to a contender.
I would hope.
I think she gets traded to a contender. Needs to get traded to a contender.
Yeah, she needs to. She needs, because it's not fair that she's giving her all in all, and the team's not doing what they're supposed to do. And they didn't draft that well last time. I thought they by picking up a couple of guys.
Thought
was gonna
her
help,
and
but it didn't.
her and what's her name? Cardoso would have been a better duo than they turned out to be.
Cardoso
She's not
has been a
consistently
hit
healthy.
or miss.
Yeah.
She's not been healthy. And then one day she'll give you a double, the next day she'll give you
Triple
a
single, yeah.
triple single, right. So, it's
Well,
interesting to see.
Yeah.
Right now, if we double check the NFL, game going on right now, Denver Broncos lead the New York Jets 10-6.
It's the third quarter.
In London,
it started.
11:09 in the third quarter.
started.
2nd and 8 at the Denver 20. New York has the ball. Let's
Behind.
look at the stats. Bo Nix is 15-20 for 125 and touchdown, 107.3 passer rating. As far as the Jets go, Justin Fields 6-9, 28 yards, 70.6 rating.
Okay.
All right, so it's a defensive struggle right here. It's 10-6 right now, but the Jets could be driving. So let's see if they get another field goal out of the deal.
Or a touchdown.
Broncos were 7-point favorites, and this is another instance of the Broncos playing down to their competition.
Yeah, they tend to do that.
I don't understand that.
They really need to step up in that aspect of their game. If they play a contender like how they played the Eagles last week, they come out, bring out their A game, and punch them in the mouth.
Because they've started the Eagles' downfall, and they have one of the best defenses.
And they have an excellent defense. They lead the NFL in sacks. They got like 7 more sacks than anybody else.
They do. Last year, they were bar none the best defense, had the best defensive player in Pat Surtain. I think he was the first cornerback to win Defensive Player of the Year in 5 years after Gilmore. So they have to step it up this year.
All right, let's have a look at a couple of things coming out of the NFL. First and foremost, this was a topic that I'm not going to get into in depth, but obviously Mark Sanchez has some demons he has to work on. And the latest from Mark Sanchez, he's been released from hospital and processed at jail. Former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez was booked and released at the Marion County Jail on Sunday, telling a reporter as he left the jail that he was focused on his recovery from stab wounds he suffered in the altercation that resulted in multiple charges against him. Sanchez was released from an Indianapolis hospital, processed at the jail, a condition set up by the judge before Sanchez would be allowed to leave the state. Speaking to a Fox CBS Indianapolis reporter while leaving, Sanchez thanked the first responders, in particular the surgeon who operated on him, appearing emotional as he said she saved his life. Now, I still trying to figure out how you get all boys up, get into a road rage incident, and lose, and get juck up, and get stabbed,
And get arrested.
and get arrested.
That's
Taking L after L after L. Like his football career.
reminds me of that kid you went to school with who always wanted to fight and could never fight.
Correct.
Who get beat up every time.
Man, look here, and listen, you go into jail and you possibly end up in the big house with a reputation that's pretty issue. You are Mr. Butt Fumble. You walk in there, Mr. Butt Fumble. You got problems in the big
I
house.
think you'll be all right. I don't think you'll see any jail time.
All right, but
He shouldn't.
we'll see.
taking
a
L's,
lawsuit
though.
maybe, but I don't know about
he's,
jail
he's
time.
taking too
Yeah, but
many
he
L's.
went in on that old dude, on that older guy though. He put some whooping on him too. But
Hey, but that old dude held his
that
own.
old dude is what you call a
self-defended.
veteran.
You don't mess with
let
that.
you young fellas that listen, us 60+ fellas, we don't play.
Don't sleep. Some of them have edge tool or sharp fingernails. They will get you. You know some veteran dudes, they got them veteran fingernails, you know. They got them long
sharp,
nails. They'll
yeah.
claw you up to pieces. All right, 10-9 Broncos over the Jets.
Yeah, they just kicked the field goal again.
Jets kicked the field goal. Broncos get the ball back. And looking at some other NFL news as we get into it, obviously we need to slide into the AFC and the NFC reports coming up.
So you're just going to ignore that LeBron is out for
No. I said we're going to get to
Yeah,
that.
that's
I'm still
sciatica.
running down the news. I'm saying we get to that.
Okay.
But,
my deepest apologies, sir.
But why don't you break it down for us about LeBron?
Break it down. Retire, LeBron. Retire.
Well, the man has nerve damage in his glute, okay?
He has sciatica.
He's got nerve damage in his butt.
He has sciatica.
But did he get
Sciatica is different. I have sciatica.
That was the report.
Bad emanates from a bad back. The glute and sciatica, two different things.
They said he has sciatica. That's the
said-
report.
and he's
that-
out
Now,
for a month.
maybe they trying to smooth it out now and say sciatica because nerve damage in the glute don't sound too good. And you've been to Diddy parties. No Diddy.
He's signed for 3 to 4 weeks due to sciatica on his right side.
Now, do you know what I think it is? I think LeBron's just being a petulant little so-and-so, taking off the preseason because they didn't give him the extension that he wanted. And now, the whole, I'm taking my talents to VSOP or Hennessy or whatever,
I
that
was
didn't
about
work.
to say, I think he suffered it when he did that fake second.
That was a
decision.
bunch
You
of
know he got a
garbage.
lawsuit, right? Some guy said you made
Yeah,
me
yeah. You
spend
made me
$800
fake
and some
to
dollars.
fake
Yeah,
final
on
game.
games,
I
I
saw
thought he
it.
was gonna retire.
and you
The
fake
du-
and fraud me out.
The dude said, I've been a lifelong LeBron fan. I noticed that when...
Good for you.
I noticed when you this was going to be last with the Lakers, I wanted to go to one of your final games.
Final regular season.
And I said I would go to the final regular season game that y'all play here in Staples against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
What is it called now?
Or
Crypto.com now?
Crypto.com.
It's really Staples, but
Yeah, Crypto. Well, Staples is the house that Kobe built.
yeah.
Crypto
Let's
is what
just beat
LeBron
LeBron
does.
up, yeah.
And that's how bupkis Crypto is. That's how bupkis LeBron is.
Yeah.
So he impassioned little presentation too, Pearl. He said, listen, I've been a long time fan and I thought it would be very symbolic and mean a lot if I could see him play the Cleveland Cavaliers, his
Yeah,
team,
yeah,
in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Went out, bought the 2 tickets, $820-some. After you heard the announcement, because he was basing this on LeBron making an announcement like South Beach that he could retire, this could be his last year in the league, you know what I mean? He should have waited for LeBron to talk. Because LeBron come out and say, I'm down with Hennessy. Now this dude is out $822 because of LeBron. He should have waited to listen to what LeBron had to say, given, okay? But that's the type of foolishness LeBron is
But he
associated with.
misled them. He misled them.
They teased, and everybody really believed that LeBron was going to announce his retirement.
Yeah,
Now the announcement was like he was going to retire. Let's be real.
he didn't put hashtag ad with it. He didn't put anything like signifying, okay, I'm not going to mislead you. He misled everybody.
Yeah.
Talking about
I
the
think it was
second
another
decision.
attempt at LeBron trying to gain some attention.
Yeah, because right now he's
Any
losing.
means necessary.
Yeah.
The whole Bronny situation was a flop. The getting the extension he didn't get, that turned out to be a flop. The Dodger owner who bought the Lakers now rolled in and gave Pelinka marching orders. Get this boy out of here, which I love.
On top of that, the young guys are coming for him when it comes to the playoffs and everything.
That's why he's pulling for the Dodgers in the National League.
Who you pulled for, say it again?
No,
That's why you pulled for the Dodgers in the National League.
I didn't say anything.
That's it. Sure sounded like that.
Yeah, check your headphones. You was just checking them.
Yeah,
Check them again.
maybe.
Check them again, yeah.
Maybe there was a cross line.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the producer saying that.
Maybe it was, but if
I know producer riding with me.
if he clean house like how he clean house in LA and got rid of some old long in the tooth veterans with the Dodgers, that'd be beautiful.
When the Dodgers got rid of Austin Barnes, I was like,
yeah, gone.
CP, when Chris Taylor, I was like, oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
all the guys.
But no, that's me because we won't win. We love you. You're part of the team, but you're not producing. You're not producing.
So yeah,
It's a business at the end of the day.
It's winning at the end of the day.
Yeah.
and I think what the Lakers need to do is focus on just that. I think they get him out and build around Luka. I think Luka's got a lot of potential to attract other players there the way he plays.
Well, based on how Luka looked in the European Championships, the Dodgers are not adverse to trying to pull some big short-term deal to try win now because they feel like Luka's at a point that he's looking very good. He's fit.
So they want to do the same thing with Luka.
Yeah. So they
They want to make like Luka the Ohtani of the Lakers.
probably so. Yeah.
Not to the tune of $700 million, but
No, he's gonna get that nice extension.
They'll eventually get up to that.
I personally, hold on. I personally hear though that Ohtani has a driver that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday makes 6 stops to 6 different entertainment stores owned by Japanese in Los Angeles. We have 2 entertainment stores, 1 appliance center, and 2 restaurants. And they just give him an envelope.
Oh, really?
I hear that's how Ohtani really getting paid.
Oh my God.
With all that deferment.
What, like some
Naughty. Are you
some
really,
Kawhi?
really
He's doing the
naughty?
Kawhi
You
Leonard.
see the New Balance commercial that plays almost
But
every
listen,
commercial?
Stat boy, do not let him offer the Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is his kryptonite with Ohtani, boy. Look at that.
No. Do you see the New Balance commercials with him every?
That's the only
every
thing that
break?
would save
do not.
Ohtani in my book, you
And a
know.
bunch of other commercials.
That's the only thing that saves Ohtani in my book. I am a huge New Balance junkie.
They don't need
Stat
to.
boy will
They
tell
don't
you.
need to give him nothing. They don't need to give him anything. They just need to make sure that they sponsor the Dodgers.
Let's go to the phone lines. Talking heads. Press box.
Hey, Pearly, stock boy, Naughty, what's going on, man?
what's going on?
Boy, Muff.
What's going on, Muff?
Muff. Oh my
Hey, yo.
goodness, Muff. Oh my Lord, Muff. Anyway, Muff, we can talk.
Anyway, first of all, I want to thank your sponsor, Naughty, for this case of Bud Light, man. You know, me and Ken Rowley and my Pittsburgh boy, for enjoying some coolies right now.
Excellent.
Man, you iced them up good. You had them nice and cold.
Yes, man, respect. But I would say,
Well, it was one thing before you get into that. Let me just tell you this. Morgan Freeman said this in Shawshank Redemption. At the end of the day, it's a God-given, blessing for a grown man to sit down and enjoy an ice cold beer. So
That's true.
And you didn't have to tar no roof like Morgan did in Shawshank Redemption.
I know it's
So go
got
ahead and
thrown off the
enjoy it.
roof like Andy did, man. Nah.
He just had to pull up to my house, that's all.
Chief, that was a touchdown, boy. The old Rob Alvin, boy. I know these referees is be dealing with, but they be freaking out, boy. That ball break the pin, boy.
Listen,
Break the
hold
pin,
on.
man.
You can't refer to him as Big Chief as long as the Chiefs playing the way they playing. He's now known as Tonto. When the Chiefs get back to the playoffs or the Super Bowl, it's Big Chief again. But right now, the way the Chiefs playing, and they got a worse
No,
record than my Dallas.
I mean the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs.
No,
Scale out
hold
that.
on. Let me finish now. Let me finish. In the NFL, you could call him Tonto. But until the dogs lose, you got to call him the big dog in football in college.
Are they battling to win?
Yeah, they
Unranked
rob
teams
Alvin,
carrying them to
man.
the
That boy,
wire.
they robbed them,
And-
man. That's supposed to be 17.
He going through it this morning because his Cubs lost in 5.
We talking about Marvin, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last night he's just like, yeah, they had our number all year. We just couldn't beat them.
Now, it was a good series. They came back. They did some stuff in it, but nonetheless, like
I really thought the Cubs would have beat them yesterday. I saw everything
I was
pointed-
anticipating.
But
that
Muff,
too,
I with you got to watch college football because there were a lot of controversial calls yesterday too, and a lot of
Man,
games
you see
across the
how long
board.
that 2 minutes was? How much time they had to review and going back and thing? I know what's going on, man.
That wasn't no 2-minute warning, but that was a 2.5-hour warning.
Exactly.
Auburn
But,
played
Aaron
Georgia
Glenn-
tough yesterday.
Aaron Glenn better win
None of
this
these
one. They
teams are
just only
fixing
score
my
not a
business.
field goal, boy. If he go down 0-6, he getting fired, boy.
Who?
Aaron Glenn.
No,
No, I don't.
No,
think so.
they're in the rebuild stage. They know where they're at with him. He got a couple of years.
One thing Aaron Glenn has in New York. Off of the Jets,
As a DB.
he played for Parcells. He was coached, a part of the Parcells coaching tree. So he got plenty hall passes in New York for the first year.
Yeah, and they know what they're doing. They know that they're rebuilding. They got a young quarterback. They know what they're doing.
And guess what? Glenn know he got a toe cut skin this year to get some high picks this year and next year and rebuild.
Yeah.
You see Aaron Glenn get him a defensive end that's a beast or a freak.
Hog Moley or DT.
Or a Hog Moley or a defensive
Quinnen
tackle to
Williams.
go with Quinnen Williams.
Yeah.
The defense improves overnight. And
Yeah.
he's a defensive-minded coach.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, well, the Jets' offense is horrible, but their defense is keeping them in
And
games.
look how competitive they're
And then by
playing.
year 3 of the Aaron Glenn program, the offense putting up 20 points. The defense is exactly where he wants it. And now you've got the Jets knocking on the door for the playoffs.
Yeah, they got to give it time.
Yeah.
Like Don
Well,
Campbell.
Let me tell you who will get fired. Let me tell you.
They better catch up. They better get on board with Dot and Scalaboo. They better start to do something other than that.
Okay,
New York
listen.
Jets will be crazy.
I am referring to Nets and Scatterboo as culture vultures.
That ain't Knicks. You're talking about Jackson Dart.
Sorry, Jackson Dart, my boy, but next
yeah.
player now.
Yeah,
Jackson Dart trying to bake when he broke off the Florida dance. After scoring his first touchdown, I was like, yeah, this dude right here, culture vulture. Then Scatbo last week. What's Dart's number?
I think it's. I don't know. his
I think
number
it's
now.
6, right?
6.
Yeah, six.
Scatbo,
He's number 4-4.
6 and the faux
Or maybe 9.
in the
It's not- it's
hizzle.
4-4 and 9.
In the house.
And the backflip.
Yeah, the backflip. And Scalaboo, one man could bring him down.
And then I looked around and I was like-
ball on the 10-yard line. You can't stop him from getting in the end zone.
And then I struck and I said they are culture vultures, man. And universally, there's always a white boy or two who trying to be a brother as hard as they can.
Yeah, yeah.
And he went to ASU, so it figures, man. ASU's a crazy college.
I asked Scatterboo.
Let me let someone else stand and I can finish enjoy this game and listen to the show, man.
I asked
Sorry,
Scatterboo.
brother.
Listen, I
Okay,
asked
take it easy,
Scatterboo.
Muff.
I asked Scatterboo wants to be referred to as Scatterbro.
Scatter, bro.
He's a beast, though. He's a beast.
I see Mega in the building. Mega, come slide in, Mega. It's on.
I seen him.
But 11:30 is the time, and we're just going over the rundown of the news floating around the NFL. Obviously, in short order, we're getting to the AFC and the NFC breakdown. We'll obviously get our picks lined up for you. But like I said, a lot of 10-9 still is the score.
Yeah.
I think Aaron
And the
Glenn.
Jets get the ball
Boring.
back.
I think Aaron Glenn gets, like I say, he gets a hall pass for this year in New York.
No, they know what they're trying to do. New York did not expect to be in the playoff mode. They probably were saying who they would beat. Either they'll be in the cellar or they'll come above someone, which probably will be the Dolphins. So I know they know what they expected in the Jets land this year. They will in the off season some draft picks, and they'll expect to see a better team next year. In a couple of years, the Jets expect to be knocking on the door. You know, they're going in one direction and the Dolphins going in the next. So when Muff called and said, but fire it, yeah. After the Chargers beat up on us today,
Need to fire Mike
McDaniel.
McDaniel. Fire Brian Greer same time.
And fire Greer at the same time.
Just
You already got it in for
just
Grail Boy.
Fire.
No, you know what? I look at the Dolphins team and let's be fair. I'm a 50-plus year Dolphin fan. I'm a Dolphin fan. I've seen the ups and the downs.
Dolphin.
I've seen the Bob Greaseys, the Earl Morrows, the Dan Marinos, the Tannehills. I've seen us come from here. I've seen us tight
Ricky
for tour.
Williams,
Ricky
Wildcat.
Williams. I've seen it
Yeah.
all, you know. Mercury Morris, you know. Larry Zonka, you know.
Seen everything.
I've seen it.
All Dolphins.
When
Yeah.
it comes to the Dolphins. I thought we had our coach a couple of years ago when I saw it come in, but he did nothing to grow the team. And one thing in the NFL, they have what they call film. Players, they study what you do, so they adjust to what you do.
Tendencies,
He
game
didn't make the
plans.
adjustments. Then I watched the picks Greer pick. The Dolphins was a soft team last year, and it's another soft team this year. Bunch of soft players. You're not picking beasts. You're not picking. You know, you hit with a couple of picks. You hit with Waddle. You know, you hit with a couple of picks. I can't deny what you've done with some picks you've made. But for the most part, you picked a bunch of softies.
Now, Pearly, when we used to do this show elsewhere,
Yeah, someplace, yeah.
I used to make fun of Greer messing up your draft picks.
Yes.
Wasn't there a period of time you had like 12 picks over the next 2 drafts?
Yeah. We had a bunch of picks.
A bunch of first rounders, some second rounders, some third and fourth.
Not a bunch of first rounders. We had a couple
of first rounders, but you had some
bunch of
seconds and
a bunch
thirds and a
of
bunch.
Yeah, sure. We got 9 picks. We got 2 third-round picks. We're going to have maybe 2 fourth-round picks, which is going to get a supplemental pick for losing Holland. So you got, and then you get 5, 6,
I
7.
personally
So you
think-
get like 9 picks next
I
year.
think you got to gut it. I think you got to gut the front office. I think you got to fire Greer. You got to fire McDaniel, bring in a GM, and
and fire
a coach.
Anthony Weaver too. Anybody coming from the Ravens coaching defense? No. Yeah, no. He's horrible.
That's what the Dolphins hired.
That's the defensive
That's our
coordinator.
defensive coordinator.
He was our assistant head coach in Baltimore. Mike McDonald, who coaches Seattle now, he left. He was our DC.
But if you know how many Sunday
Miami-
stat boy cursed this defensive
Miami hired
coordinator,
him.
boy.
And then we got stuck with Zachary Orr, which was worse. It was worse.
But why do y'all?
but
But
you
see,
know,
that's
last
your
year
problem,
he-
stat boy.
we
Y'all
keep- we
always
keep
go
in-house.
in-house.
We
Y'all
need
got to
to-
go out of the house.
I've been saying it.
But no, but
Maybe
Beaver
not on
last
here,
year
but I've been
did
saying
some
it.
good things to the team and really thought without all the injuries he had last year, they were pretty decent last year.
Yeah, what are they
But,
doing now?
Not a crap.
Exactly.
So I'm all for gutting all the coaching, a whole
Absolutely.
new coaching staff in. I'm all for
Absolutely.
making a few trades, getting rid of some high-end veteran players that you're not going to need.
Yeah.
And pick up some
Tua.
more picks. So you end up you're stuck with Tua because of the salary cap. If you get rid of Tua this year, that's $90 million, so, and then you can do nothing. So you're stuck with Tua this year. You're stuck with Tua for the next 2 seasons, 2020, 25 season, 26 season, and after that you can make some moves. But what I would do is next draft, I'd try to get a couple of offensive linemen.
Absolutely.
And then
on
the next year
defensive
look at a
side, yeah.
quarterback.
Absolutely.
Because you'll have, you still got 2 more years of Tua. So don't look at bringing a quarterback in this year with your number 1 pick. Because right now, if the season ends today, the Dolphins have the number 4 pick. Don't waste it on a quarterback.
Don't.
Let's get a
Best
stud
offensive lineman possible.
Yeah, stud offensive lineman who can solidify the offensive line.
And hopefully on the right side, because I believe that's Tua's blind side, if I'm not
Yeah.
Y'all had a
He's a
stud in
left-handed
the
quarterback.
form of Laramie Tunstall, and y'all traded him. Why?
Ask great at.
He's
And then we go
horrible,
and pick
man.
Severin Ayo, who's
He's
the
horrible,
worst ranked, probably the worst ranked offensive lineman right now. You pick Grant, who I thought he's gonna be a stud. Oh, he's gonna bring this beast mentality to this brother can't get on the field.
It's rough and
It's amazing who evaluates the players that the Miami Dolphins pick. I'm sure I could do a better job.
You probably could,
all
probably.
the fans could do a better job, man.
All right, let's have a look. We're into the AFC report, all brought to you, of course, by Green Parrot.
Guess
And
I
don't
jumped
forget,
right into that.
no, we started. I mean,
Yeah.
already, but I
Wanna
just
start
want
off with the Dolphins,
I
yeah.
want to do the right thing. I gotta, let you know
Yeah.
the segment is brought to you by, and it's brought to you by Green Parrot. Don't forget
Hey, people.
Thursday through Monday, all the action, all the time at Green Parrot. All right, Thursday night football, full slate of games on Sunday, including Sunday night football, and then again on Monday night
Wherever
with
you
Monday
sit
night
there,
football.
you can see it. You don't have to turn your head. You don't have to use wherever you sit there. You see
Correct.
a TV in front of
Indoor
you.
and outdoor dining. Go check them out. They got the bucket of Bud Light specials going on. They got the wing special going on as well. Be sure to check them out. All right, all football season long.
And the live bands too with the music out there.
On Friday, it's nice.
solid spot.
That's my spot. I like going there.
Green Pirates is all the
That's my
spot,
spot.
man.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we look at the AFC. We got a game going on right now.
Broncos.
Broncos 10-9, and the Broncos are first and 10 at the Denver 3. They just got the ball back, I think, either via turnover.
This is horrible. This might be a safety on this play because Bo Nix might have stepped out of bounds when he threw it.
Oh yeah.
I'll keep it updated. I have it muted because we're on air, but I'm looking at it, so I'll see what the call is.
No. I need Denver to get it together.
So do I. I picked them, but that's them doing garbage
Yeah, because Denver's the New York Jets.
by far.
Clearly.
I like it.
Right now, we're looking at the stats, though.
Offensive pass interference in the end zone, and it's declined. Holding in the by the offense in the end
Safety.
zone, so it's
That's
a
a
safety.
safety.
That's a
It is
safety.
a safety.
Holding in the end zone is automatic safety. 4:56 in the third. You got the New York Jets leading the Denver Broncos 11-10.
God.
That's horrible, bro.
This is a bad baseball game. This sounds like a
This is a good baseball
good
game.
baseball game.
Baseball game.
This sounds like a drunken intramural softball score in college, though.
Yeah.
After the first inning.
Yeah, I was after the
And
first
if this is
inning.
a soccer penalty shootout, this is one of the
Did you guys
greatest
have
ever.
like a can of beer at each basement? You played it. You built something.
Dugout.
Okay.
For this game to be 10
Run as
11,
bad as you.
this game to be 10-11, and Justin Fields has 34 passing yards.
Yeah.
I could go on the field and throw for 34 passing yards.
Justin Fields,
Just throw a check down every
a
play.
robust
Serious.
7 of 12 for 34 yards, a 2.8 average throw, and a robust 63.2 quarterback rating.
How does Denver do
And
this?
he's also got 4 carries for 23 yards, which is 5.8 average.
Is
Denver
Denver,
didn't-
did we overrate Denver at the beginning of the season?
No.
No.
No. It's all about Bo Nix.
I just said Denver plays to the level of that competition. They will play the Eagles and punch them in the mouth and play a great game. They will play a team like the Jets. They're supposed to blow out by the half, and guess what? Here we
Lose
are.
by 1 point to the Colts.
Here we are.
I don't know if being away too has something to do with it too. I don't know.
What, in London?
In London, you know.
Listen.
Different time zone, because I'm very compared to being there.
No,
It seems
but-
like Jacksonville,
That jet lag,
it
that
seems
jet
like
lag.
Jacksonville who's play in London
in
at least
London.
3 games.
Yeah.
a year.
London,
You know.
Jacksonville should be the London game. They blew so much.
Yeah.
You see,
honestly.
can't talk about them bad now because they 4-1. But I mean, to be
Give me about 2 more weeks.
we
me
can
4
see-
and 3.
Who they playing? Who they playing this week?
Jacksonville?
They play in
They play
Seattle.
They play
Seattle.
Seattle.
I don't want to touch that game in them. It's a dangerous
that's a
game.
tough
Boy,
game.
listen. I was looking at that and it's like, boy, I don't know.
Seattle is bad at 1 o'clock on the East Coast, but
Yeah.
at the same time, they got a solid offense.
Defense and the defense ought to do.
Yeah, defense took a step back over the last 2 weeks, though, Mega.
But to be 7-12 for 34 yards in the third quarter.
And to be leading 11 to
I was
10.
just about to say that. Could you imagine this game ending like
Travesty.
You can imagine this game ending like 14-13? 2 more field goals, and that's it?
God awful, man.
That would mess up my whole picks. I mean, last
17-11.
last week was horrible. I know Vegas
Yeah,
must
I barely went 8-6.
I think Vegas must have threw up 2 hotels last week. Okay? Lot of season. I mean, look how this week started now. You had the Giants winning Thursday night, and now you have another New York team winning today.
So far.
Who's 0-5? Who's
That's what I'm saying.
0-5?
Who's over 5?
But I actually need the Jets to win. That helps me, you know.
What for the Dolphins?
Yeah, that helps
for the Dolphins, yeah.
From 4th pick to 3rd pick.
This don't help my picks.
But to see this right now, I see this. That's the thing with Denver. Like you said, they played to the competition last week against the Eagles. They couldn't do nothing in the first half. Second half, they shut down the Eagles, and that was a different game.
They pretty much exposed what you've been exposing all summer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't need to brag about that. Everybody brag about it all summer, but
All in the group.
I get crucified for trying to talk about their boy Jalen Hurts. But then, to see right now, this
Oh,
game-
Jalen Hurts? You should
Here we
feel
go.
good talking about him because
No.
we're talking about him now.
No, when I was telling everybody that in the summer, it's like you hating.
No.
he's
When
elite
I said,
quarterback,
hold on. When
all of this.
When I said from the break, the Dak Prescott is still the best quarterback in the NFC East, they came after me. But Jalen Hurts is only doing what he's done for his career.
Exactly.
Alabama couldn't cut the mustard,
Hey.
ended up at Oklahoma.
He gave me plenty points this weekend.
Josh Barney has taken Jalen Hurts and cocooned him in a system, a run-heavy system, and cocooned it around him to protect him. Basically, you got, like Warren Sapp says, you got a running back playing quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And I said it last season when they started 2-2. As soon as they started
The
to pull
tush
back some of his
push and all of that. Correct.
Saquon
that
just
ball
went
to
on the-
Saquon
just
Barkley,
go off.
that was a different game.
And I will tell you, and and Leo B will be joining us in the 12 o'clock, like I told Leo. Here's the reason why the Philadelphia Eagles will not repeat as
That's the
NFC
East
East champs.
champions?
First and foremost, there hasn't been a repeat winner in 24 years. That's number one.
That's crazy.
Number two, Dallas is no slouch. Don't sleep on the Cowboys.
And Washington.
And Washington, and I'm putting Washington above Dallas because I think they're a little bit better than us right now. We get to see how we are against them next week.
Maybe defensively wise.
Correct.
Yeah.
Offensively now, we know
that's
we're
what I'm saying.
not the one in the league yet.
We could have some, we could have some shooters this
Lord
year.
of mercy.
Right, you score
Listen,
35, we get 38.
Star boy,
But my point
It's
is,
amazing how your father's conversation with Dallas has changed over the last few weeks.
I tell you, in this house, in our house, Shotty has grown on me
He has.
from the break.
Yes. It's
And I go on record and I will
He
say,
called Shorty an interim coach.
well,
Last year, he's only there to set things up, and then we're going to get rid of him after a year.
when I said that,
Anybody
Pearly,
would because
You
you're
didn't use exact words interim, but you
so if you can quote me
you
right.
referred to him as being the coach that would not be there for a long time.
I didn't. I said there's two things. He could either be a wonderkin, or he could be another Joe Avisano.
I think he's somewhere
Then
in the
after
middle.
the first press conference, I came back quickly and said,
Yeah, never mind.
"Hold on,
Like this guy.
time out." He got a little bit of Jimmy Johnson to it. I like that. Now he got my ear. And after several more press conferences, watching what he did in the preseason, holding veteran all-star players accountable, and getting rid of some,
DeMarcus Lawrence.
he all right with me.
Mike Parson.
I down with Shorty.
We know
You mean the
that's what he's doing.
the
That's what he was
kid who
doing.
played linebacker for Penn State?
Mr.
Yeah.
Producer, hold this segment of this tape. I want this for when we talk in November.
But Pearly, I've gone on record in the press box and corrected you on it and saying, no, but Shorty has earned my respect. I have
So
no
he's earned
problem
your
with Shorty.
respect. So you're picking Dallas to win this division?
It's going to be out of Dallas or Washington that wins this division.
Either Dallas or Washington.
It's not going to be Philadelphia.
Mr. Producer, hold this, please.
And I'll tell you why. A couple of years ago, Philadelphia broke out the gate 11-1 like Barasco.
That's 2 years ago.
Then they put it in full throttle reverse. Well, it was 10 and something, and over the last 7 games, they was 1-6.
Okay. What happened last year?
Last year they got it
But see,
together.
that's what I'm saying. Last
But when
year,
you look at it last year, things lined up for them.
And they had-
and there is an old saying in sports, and the science is not whether you're good or whether you're bad, it's whether you're lucky or not. And last year they had a lot of luck smiling on them.
They stayed healthy.
Correct.
that's the most. That's
And
the
when
most
they had
important
key
thing, right?
games
That's
against
stability
key
is
people,
availability.
That's the best thing right
listen, I laughed at them when it happened, but you get a break when you go against the 49ers and Purdy blowed his knee in the tub.
He's just trying to throw shots.
I hate to bring up painful memories, brother.
Goodness.
But you was a 49 anyway, so you know coming from me. you
Even
can
that
say it.
has, even that's not giving you a break, bro.
You know what? Every day.
And you got a better record than
But
them,
it's the
right?
truth, though.
Record October.
I sure won a Super Bowl. 31
I
years.
know it was coming.
31 years.
It was
And
coming.
when last Dallas won 30. So if you behave in fashion, shut up in here. Shut up in here. Shut it up.
I know it was coming, bro. I know it was coming.
Hold on. The next one next to you in the peanut gallery. None of
Oh
us were
my
even
God.
born when they won. We was a glisten in our daddy's eyes the
Don't-
last
don't
time
go
the
there.
Dolphins
Don't
won.
go there, Naughty.
What can
Don't
we
go there.
But I was thinking about this now. When Brady's he's a 50-year-old
Not 50.
Dolphin
I'm 50
fan.
I older than 50.
No, I don't. I
Yeah,
don't.
fine.
Okay.
Last
But
time.
you say 50, but that's like that'd be 1975, correct?
Actually, more than 50s.
Yeah,
Oh,
Actually,
okay, that's
more than
I just
50.
can't say.
The last time
they won a Super
The
Bowl
last time they won a Super
was
Bowl,
73.
Purley was pulling up, jumping out of Lincoln Continental, wearing polyester shirt. Hold on.
man.
Wearing polyester shirt,
Over
polyester
the
bell
toe.
bottoms, and then
Over the
high
toe.
top teal shoe from Mike's Shoe Store. Where'd he throw? And when he stepped out the car, you know what song was playing? Jungle Boogie.
Nah, you hear this,
Jungle
this,
Boogie.
right? You hearing this, right?
Hey, listen to
You
it.
telling me, you hear what he telling me, right? But let him mention the Yankees. You know what he can say? 27 titles, baby. But guess what? They only win but 2 in his lifetime.
Purley.
In
And
his
I will
lifetime.
counter again. If you took
Ask him how much they win the last
Halle
5
Berry to
years.
the prom, or you took Halle Berry to the Oscars, you took Halle Berry, bro.
Okay, so let's do this then. Only team ever to be undefeated.
I was waiting for that.
I just can't say here.
That's the only. That's the only pull you have to hold on to.
I'm the problem. I'd still be talking about that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't blame you.
So that's why I still talk about. That's why I still talk about 92, 93, and 95. All in your belly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't
And the
blame
first
you.
two, 92 and 93, guess where we went through and had to go through to go to them Super Bowls.
Listen, I'd be pushing it too. I mean, I tell people I thought they
One of
were
the
wrong.
greatest stories ever. Jesse Sapolo. You remember Jesse Sapolo, right? One of your
Remember Jesse.
all-pro linemen.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right when them young upstart Dallas Cowboys in 92 was in the NFC Championship game, Jesse reached out to Mark II, Lord bless the dead, member of the Great Wall of Dallas, both Samoan and Hawaiian, Polynesian, and say, hey, Mark, don't forget, brother, the road to the Super Bowl
Comes through us.
goes through San Francisco, Howley. Well, guess what? After we beat you in San Francisco, the first person to look for on the field was Sapolo, and you know what he tell him? Thanks for the directions, we'll take it from here. That's classic. I love it. I love it.
Hold on. Just segue for a second.
And don't worry, Ricky Wallace used to talk the most crap about
I
us,
just
so don't
can't
feel no way. I used to call him Running Waters.
Listen, right after that safety just now, you trying to tell me the Jets couldn't score because the
Of course
the ball
not,
hit the
because
40?
they suck. That's
No,
why.
but Denver doesn't get the ball back from him and punt and then punt it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm
This
sitting right
game
now.
is
like,
Because this is a clear
game is
example. And I
awful,
said it
man.
at the beginning of the show. Denver will play down to their competition.
No, but why would the NFL send those two teams to play in?
The great Sean Payton, they say.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
That's a good point, you know.
No,
But you
is
got
Rick.
so many
Come on,
games.
man.
Good
Hold on, you
question.
got so many games you could have sent across the pond off this week's schedule that was much better than that.
Oh, yeah.
You could have actually sent Detroit and Kansas City over there and had a
would've
hell of a
been
game
great.
this morning, and it'll probably be a better game than what we watched tonight.
Yeah.
Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking heads. I mean, press box.
Are you ready? You,
Listen, I don't want y'all putting no mouth on my Chiefs.
It's Tonto. How are you,
Talk
Tonto?
to Marvin Smith.
No. And you are 2-3 in this land, in this territory. You are now known as Tonto. Ain't no more Big Chief around here.
Listen. First of all, you understand that we don't even worry about the regular season, right? We just got to get to the playoffs. We showed y'all that the last Super Bowl we won, where we wasn't even a 1 seed.
One second, Tonto. Let me break out my violin. I want to play it while you go ahead with your rant now.
Where's Tiny violin?
We understand that, okay? Right? Now, actually, I'll tell you this. One, of course, I fill up for the Jets. But the reason why they took the Jets over there is because the following in London for New York teams is big. I was asked it. If you go to London like I do a bunch of times, you'll understand that. You see Jets, you see Giants, you see Yankees, you see Knicks hats, shirts, whatever. Everywhere you go.
Okay. All right.
That's a normal thing. So that's one of the things to look at. Secondly, the naughty,
You're breaking up.
All I would say is this, right? Me and Pearlie, both now our teams have to sit and watch your team play in baseball.
No. I don't have to watch nobody playing baseball.
You're a Yankees fan.
No.
No.
When you
Please don't,
cut me
Yankee.
now and I bleed Dodger blue. I've only been a Dodger fan longer than you've been on the side.
So I got it backward because one of you all is a Yankees fan.
That's the young,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Naughty and his
That's
young,
right,
his
it's
good
not
son,
me,
Stat
man.
Boy. They're Yankee fans.
Okay.
Yep.
So I need you to understand that I'm now pulling for the Toronto Blue Jays to win everything because
No, hold on. You're a National League. How you can go to Toronto?
team. I hate every other team left.
You hate the Dodgers?
I hate the.
I respect you, man. Hey, that's solid, dog. That's solid. That's solid.
I know.
You know how they go.
Okay? Like, we couldn't beat the Brewers all year. It came down that we still couldn't beat the Brewers. Yeah, we are, right? And so it is what it is. But I can't watch the Brewers win. I need them to just. I mean, Milwaukee is one of the most racist cities in the world.
It is.
There's no way
that's
I can ever
true.
root for them. Okay?
It was in
They
Boston?
definitely.
Up
They
there.
down near the same.
Listen, I definitely can't root for the Dodgers. I just can't.
Why?
In no way.
Why?
No way.
Why?
Because y'all the new Yankees. Y'all just pay every player y'all want. So,
So you can be happy when we take Kyle Tucker from the Cubs, so there will be a thorn in your side next year.
we.
I mean, when you'll be pissed off. I guess you'll be pissed off when you take Kyle Tucker from your Cubs.
It's feel like Circuit George Steinbrenner all over again.
Listen, if Tucker leaves, that might be a mutual decision. Because when he's good, he's been good.
Yeah.
When he's horrible. When he's useless.
Like yesterday.
Okay, so, I mean, yeah. I don't know. As long as you don't take the cat up.
No, we going after that. We going after that Japanese third baseman sensation.
Suzuki? Suzuki?
No, the kid. He's coming into the league this year. Marek, something of the sort.
If y'all give us some picks from your farm system, I think we'll be okay with that as long as you keep Suzuki. I think Suzuki.
No, Suzuki was the only kept y'all in the game yesterday. He had a good game.
Yes, absolutely. But you know what? At the end of the day, again, we've lost every game to the Brewers like that, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's been 1 to 2 runs all year. And baseball is one of the few sports where your season is always going to be your season. Because 162 games shows what you really are.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
games.
you gotta sustain that greatness.
Yeah, in your own division too, because you play them so much. If you got a losing record, the team in your division, you're probably going to lose them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's the nature of it.
Yeah.
Tonight, we got a reset game. This is a reset game. Okay? We got to reset because the foolishness we've been doing ain't working. There's no reason why Mahomes gives you 28 points, the defense could lose a game.
What do you think? What do you think of
last week?
What do you think of Chris Jones just quitting on the play when Trevor Lawrence ran in though?
I don't know if it's quitting. I don't know if it's the fact that he's still, because he's spent that week out in I mean, he's dealing with his aunt.
Yeah, his aunt passed away.
Some other things. Really
But he flew back to Kansas City that day and whooped my Ravens. So I'm like,
yeah,
what are you doing?
that's adrenaline. But the problem
That's
is,
true.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
Listen,
that.
That's the saying. It says, "Be sure your sins will find you out." And
Yeah.
sometimes they find you out later and sooner.
But I expect him.
In other words, karma is a B.
Yeah, I expect him to have a big
Well,
game
not the
because
karma. It's the fact that you take a week off from conditioning, doing that. Yeah, you come back in the game against a team and you do well. That's great. But the next week it catches up with you, and that's kind of how it is.
I think
Chris has to understand this. We're not paying him for stats. What we're really paying him for is to be a dominant force that people have to double team. So stay in your lane. Lane integrity is critical. If he had stayed in
gap
his
integrity,
lane,
yes.
we have 2 wins. 2 more wins. We've lost games because he hasn't stayed in his lane from week 1. He didn't do it with Herbert, and then again on the Jaguars. He has to understand that everybody else is going to get to eat at the table because of his reputation. So Palafis might have more sacks, and Dana, Yanni's back might have more sacks. And those are the guys. It's fine. We're not paying you for stats. We're paying you because you have a talent level that requires them to put 2 people on you. It's the difference. All right? You got to be prepared for that. That's called discipline. He got his bag already. He got the contract. Like, so why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
So I think he's got to sit him down and have a little chat with him. But the still losses the game. Holmes cannot throw the interception. You can't. It was a 6-yard pass.
Pick 6.
You got to see the guy.
It was a pick 6, not a 6-yard pass.
Yeah,
But let me ask you a question.
For a pick 6.
Let me ask you a question. Was that just because that was an SEC rival game, Georgia, Auburn, or there's some weakness, crinks in the armor of Georgia?
No, I'm gonna tell you this. Listen to me. You realize that Georgia's oldest rival is Auburn.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I asked that.
And I can tell you as somebody who went to a bunch of games and still goes to games, and I'll be at Georgia, Florida, and Jacksonville. Okay, the game I always worry about is Jordan Hare Stadium on the road night.
Okay.
Because Auburn will suck for everybody else, but they will get up for us.
Yeah.
They will get up for us. That's just how they are.
Like Toronto for us. Yeah,
Yeah, but you should be. I'm looking at that Georgia Florida game could be a trap game too.
No, not really. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Again, keep in mind, really, even through COVID, I went to that game.
Okay.
I've been to that game for about 13 straight years.
Okay.
I was in school, I never missed it. And the first couple of years on, I never missed it. Okay? That game is decided by the second quarter. Whoever is leading by halftime wins that game.
Okay.
It's basically been us. All right? The difference is that stadium is literally...
It's in Georgia?
No, it's in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Border Wars.
Yeah, Border
This is
Wars.
the last year, a couple of years, it's going to be in Jacksonville because they got to redo some work in the stadium.
Okay.
Right? And so the next 2 years, they're saying it's going to alternate between Atlanta and Orlando.
All right.
Which makes me, I don't have the game ever gets to Jacksonville because the money that's going to get thrown around in Orlando and Atlanta for that year, I don't think they ever get that kind of money in Jacksonville.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
You're right. Yeah.
But that's one of the reasons why I'm going, right? And get naughty, going with your boy JP, who's a Gator, and I'm a dog, so you know.
I'm my boy, but anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Listen, don't bring your personal stuff in the ring.
Well, don't bring it up then, and I won't say why. I don't have to get into it, but don't latch me to no wagon that I don't know, sir. That's your boy, and leave that just like that. That's your boy. That's your
Oh, you
boy.
really poked that bill.
That's your boy.
You bring new life in the naughty this
And
morning.
keep your swivel rest rugby friend Dougie out the conversation too, because he's the next idiot.
Lord have mercy. No, but I really think that Florida Georgia game could be a trap. You don't know what Florida can show up. If the Florida that showed up a couple of weeks ago, that's a problem for you.
No, listen to me. I don't think that Florida that showed up is the problem. I think the Texas that showed up was the problem that game. I think Arch Manning is overrated. Listen, there's a reason why he couldn't beat Twin Ewers for 2 years. There's a reason why he couldn't beat him.
Yeah.
To start.
Yeah.
Okay? Ewers is what, fourth in the depth chart in the NFL?
Yeah, he's actually third. He's the Dolphins' third string.
Third now. Okay. So you couldn't be the third string quarterback.
Yeah.
You're not that good.
Yeah.
Sarkisian probably to start drinking again. Because he just ain't good when he's sober. I mean, he just ain't.
God, that's funny.
Okay? Let's be honest. He's a functional alcoholic. And now that he's not drinking no more, his team's just Texas has lost every big game they played.
Except yesterday. Except yesterday.
They were ahead of Georgia in the conference championship. Took our quarterback out. Let a guy come in the game who only threw 4 passes all season and got beat. Okay? That tells me you're just not that good. All right? So, at the end of the day, I think that game's going to be over by second half. But if it ain't, then we stick around and enjoy the full value of them expensive tickets we bought. You know.
Okay.
So
We'll see.
So yeah, we will. All the best to all. You know, and I want to see all the best to your Dodgers. I hope they actually make the World Series because I don't want the Brewers to go anywhere. But
We'll take it at in 5. We'll take it at in 5.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Have a good
Good stuff, man. Enjoy
All
the
right,
stuff.
man.
Good
Take
talk.
it,
Good
big.
talk.
Take
Yes,
it,
sir.
Tonto, Big Chief.
That's Tonto. Tell everyone it's Tonto.
Well, the name I was trying to remember, the kid is Monutaka Kamami. He's the third baseman on this, being posted. He's a slugger. He's another beast. The Yankees and the Dodgers are fighting over him.
Oh boy, we could lose another one to the backdoor payment.
Really hope we
I know,
don't.
but
Johnny,
it may open the
payment
door for
plan.
Muncie to
Him and Kyle
retire.
Tucker.
May open the door for Muncie to retire.
All right, it's 11:59 p.m. right now, a.m. We're getting ready to get into the 12 o'clock hour, the 12 p.m. hour.
Living
We're going to take a quick break. Flip side of the break, we'll get into the 12 o'clock hour. We'll do the NFC report, all brought to you, of course, by Margaritaville PI. And we'll get you ready for our pigskin picks, all brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. Keep it right where you got it. The Press Box, the Sunday, October 12th edition of the Press Box continues right after this.
Home of the Dodgers.
Looking for insurance that fits your lifestyle and your budget? At Star General Insurance, we've got you covered. Whether it's motor insurance with flexible options for third-party liability and comprehensive coverage, or commercial insurance products that protect your business, we have choices you can afford. Own a home or renting? Our home insurance products have just what you need. And for the adventurers out there, we offer marine insurance too. Visit our website or social media pages for contact information and quotes. Star General, insurance made simple.
Great Commissions Ministries is God's storehouse. They have been caring for the poor, homeless, and hurting since 1987. You are invited to support their Stop and Drop program by dropping off some food items in their barrels and some cash in their bottles. You can donate an offering each month or pay your tithes online to Great Commissions through the Givelify or SunCash apps. Help them to shelter the homeless, feed the hungry, and spread the gospel of Christ. Live to Give program. Call Great Commission Ministries, God's Storehouse, at 325-5801 for further information, or stop by the office on Wolf Road. Be blessed.
Are you searching for something new? Something exciting? Your dream job in paradise? Well, look no further. Royal Beach Club Paradise Island is hiring. Join a dynamic group of passionate hospitality professionals, craft unforgettable moments, and thrive in a vibrant, welcoming atmosphere. Play your part in shaping the future of our team while growing your own career every day. Bring your energy, your passion, and your creativity to a workplace that's as dynamic and fun as you are. At Royal Beach Club Paradise Island, the opportunities don't just exist. They're limitless. So are you ready to find your perfect fit? Visit Royal Beach Club at paradiseisland.com/career today and step into a world of exciting possibilities.
Girl, you see how Cora eye look funny, all black up yesterday?
But she say she bump into a wall when she's running after the churn them.
Yeah, but last Saturday you see her arm was all black and blue, right?
So what you saying? You think something wrong between her and Jack?
I ain't sure, but you know Jack is a jealous man. I hear him and Cora last Friday. I hear him say he hear Cora have eyes for Junior.
Now you know that ain't true. Cora is a good woman, does mind her business, take care of them churn, and go to church every Sunday. So what you think we should do?
I think we should report Jack, you know. Cora don't say nothing, but silence hides violence, and we don't want to line up in the cemetery.
Not me. I ain't getting in nobody business. Then Jack come after me and I land up next to Cora.
No, man, we could call a text Crime Stopper. And remember, we can even get some grocery money for our tip.
Remind me again, how does this work?
We can call 28-TIPS or 328-8477. Or when we in the island, call toll free at 300-TIPS or 300-8477. And if you don't have no minutes, use the Crack Crime Bahamas app and we could text them. And the messages get all mixed up before it leave your phone so nobody can know what you saying.
So what we waiting on then? Let's go earn some grocery money.
You try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers, for window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located at the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We're back at you on the Press Box, the Sunday, October 12th edition of the Press Box. Your boy Naughty along with Pearl the Pearl, Megaton, Mega, and of course Sancho, aka Statboy, in the building. We'll have Leo B join us in short order. We're into the 12 o'clock hour, 12:05 p.m. is the time. We still got to go over the NFC breakdown for you right now, and then we'll get into the picks. But obviously, as we jump from the AFC into the NFC, how many more weeks with Cooper Rush there, Statboy? Because we got another Cooper Rush start today.
This game against the Rams, then after that is our bye week 7, and then week 8, Lamar should be back against the Bears. But if we lose today, I say we tank. I already think we should tank. But if we manage to beat the Rams at 2-4, the +5.
But it's not impossible the way the league is going. You know, I think it's a 9 and 7.
Your division is suspect, so you got a chance there.
Yeah, they got a chance with that.
A 9 and 8 team could make the playoffs.
On top of that, what's the point of making the playoffs?
I think if you guys turn it around and get back, you could be a team to reckon with in the playoffs because you'll be healthy hopefully by then.
I hope you're right, but I don't see it. I don't see it.
That would be a team I'd be afraid to play in the playoffs.
But guess what? Afraid of what? John Harbaugh?
Injuries on defense, though.
Not only that, before we got injured on defense, we let Buffalo score 41. And half of that in 3 minutes and 58 seconds.
Didn't every team score like 40 points or more this year?
We're not good. Detroit gave us 38.
Right.
Kansas City gave us 37.
Right.
Houston gave us 44 points.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
44. We're on
Are you making noise of my Dolphins, man? Give them that much points?
Hold up. Diss my Ravens all you want. Because this is more embarrassing than the Dolphins. I mean, the Dolphins...
I mean, we get beat 20-something. We get beat 40-something.
44-10, yeah, man. We're not good.
Yeah, because they're on pace.
I really think we should just tank.
I think they're on pace to have like...
Give up 600 points. No one's ever done that.
Wow.
Yeah.
To put that in perspective, the best offense by statistically all time is the 2013 Broncos by the points per game. They scored 606 points in 16 games. And we're set to give that up in 17 games, but still. You know how bad that is?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that's a lot.
And the thing about
we play the Rams.
And the thing about it is...
But the Rams have been inconsistent, haven't they?
I wouldn't say they've been inconsistent.
Every team that plays the Ravens, that's the get-right game.
See, and I think people taking that game last week with the Niners, they have to remember that's a division game.
That's true. That's
true.
They
they know each other's strengths and weaknesses.
That's
Outside of that, a game against Indy was like was the favorite to win that game, and they came back and win that. The Rams, they're dangerous. You know, their defense is solid. They have a good offensive line. You got Stafford, you got Nakua. Kyren Williams
give me some good points.
You know, Kyren Williams is awesome running back.
Yeah,
I mean, outside of Rocket, he keep fumbling.
Watch out for Blake Corum sneaking up quietly behind him.
I need Kyren Williams to give me fantasy points today.
No, he does give you fantasy points now. I no doubt about that.
Could you believe I traded him to one of my boys for Derrick Henry?
You crazy?
After 3 weeks, and he took it.
I can't knock you for that because Derrick Henry's been solid. Like, except this year, like that first game he rushed over 100 yards.
Yeah,
and then all of a
got
sudden,
me 30 points, and then just fell off.
Things just started to change.
But Let me just say this for the record, and I know people will say I'm lotioning and I'm hyping him up and I'm just going crazy for him as always. But if this doesn't show y'all Lamar Jackson's value to average 35 points with this offensive line and this defense and have them competing in games, look at the team without him and tell me he's not the most valuable player of this team in the NFL.
But here's my problem with Lamar, though. Lamar gets in his head too much about passing the ball.
I agree.
That's
because he hears what the media says.
No, but he hears what the media says.
Because the last 2 years, he's been great. But like in certain games, in certain situations, in a tight game, he'll want to like force a pass or a run or force run.
Exactly. It's 2023 against the Chiefs.
Yeah, all he wanted to do was pass.
But all he wanted to do was pass.
At the same time, Harbaugh abandoned the run because Gus Edwards that year first had 800 yards and 13 touchdowns.
Yeah,
we ran the ball 16 times the whole game.
So my thing is, he just need to get out of his head and make. Look, in that two-back system, he's always a threat. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, you don't know who can get the ball.
Zay Flowers,
right,
who's an underrated receiver.
And y'all have one of the top-rated run games for the last few years. So I'm like,
yeah, we probably have been the best rushing team in all the NFL.
Right. So I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, now he wants to drop
like
back times and all
and just force and be Peyton Manning or
Mike
something.
Vick.
Yeah, like,
yeah. Minus the dogs.
Low blow.
Minus them. He's not getting caught up with that. But
low blow.
You know, so that's the problem. That's the problem with Baltimore.
That shows you how. But coaching too, though, because like you said, in that championship game, we shut the Chiefs out the second. Abandoned the run again.
Yeah, because see,
we would have been in a Super Bowl against y'all too.
And listen, that's the problem that I have with a lot of coaches. You know, even get back to 2019 in the Super Bowl when I heard the safety for the Saints, the Chiefs said that he was so happy he started running the ball. Because Kyle Shanahan gets caught in that foolishness too. All people want to throw the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Atlanta.
I was just about to go to Bob Ryan, bro. Like, they was killing the Patriots with the run.
And 2 or 3 times in that game, they were at the 40 of the Patriots. Run game, 3 yards, kick a 50-something, whatever yard field goal, win the game.
You know what I'm saying?
Win the game.
That's the craziness with these guys, bro. Everybody wants to throw the ball now.
It's interesting. Yeah, there's a pass-happy league.
Pass-happy league, but you still can dominate. If you have a solid O-line, and you run them with a fullback,
I think if Saquon
nobody wants to do that Michael Scott style of play no more. And we have Pat Ricard.
I think if Barkley didn't have the year last year, you would have seen more teams passing again this year.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
It back down to earth.
But Derrick also had 1900, so you got to say them two. Them two amazing.
That's what turned around the season for the Eagles when they took the ball to Jalen Hurts and they said,
"We got to call it."
Start running the ball. Everything changed for them.
Yeah. Let's get to the phone lines. Talking Heads. Hello, Talking Heads.
Hey, how you doing, man? I know it's a little off subject, right? But I have to address this. So I was coming up Independence Highway just now, and at the apex of the hill, they decided to do a road stop, right? I almost run into the guy who was in front of me, and the person behind me almost ran into me. So I said to the officer, I said, hey, you know where y'all doing this don't make no sense because you're at the top of the hill. If I come in from below the hill, when I see you, it's too late.
That's the idea.
You tell me, oh, no, you driving, that's your driving, you driving stupid. I said, no, y'all don't make no sense.
That's their idea to catch you where you can't turn around. This one by Family Guardian on top of the hill there.
Public
maybe on the
and then if you miss and knock one of them down, they got the whole police force out there trying to make it same as them.
Clarify
on a Sunday morning time to go to church.
If you're an MP and you allegedly knock a police officer down, it's not a problem.
Straight,
but if you're a civilian and you do, brother, we going to jail.
Yeah. It does to make sense, man, and that don't make no sense. If you want to do it down to the red light at the bottom of the hill.
But no, you can turn off. You see, there are too many corners to turn off there. They won't catch you on.
But you can't do it at the top of the hill. Traffic, you're on a highway where traffic's supposed to be flowing. Everybody's expecting the traffic to flow. You're coming from the bottom of a hill.
Yeah.
When you reach the top, when you break the apex of the hill, you don't end up expecting to see a bunch of stoplights.
Yeah.
And he makes plenty sense too, because you can't turn around. So why would you put it right there?
They will catch you so you can't
get you anyhow. Even if you come around the curve and go down the hill, you can't go nowhere.
That's true.
So why you put them right there on a blind curve? Because you got to come around, you can't see them.
Yeah.
If you get up the hill, right, and when you get up the hill, you're going to accelerate. You're going to accelerate going up the hill. You have to accelerate. So if you come around the curve and you take your eye just 1 split second on the side and you don't see them, stuff is happening. So you got a point, in this country, and
what you should do now is go park your car and go watch the game because this ain't making the police ain't making no sense.
Hey, I mean,
this game ain't making no sense in the 10-11 in the fourth quarter.
You good? You want to talk any sports now, there, caller? Or are we good?
No, No, but I just need y'all to tell them make some sense. But.
All right, no problem.
All right, no problem. Thanks for the call.
All right.
Appreciate it. A better time to do that would be Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. during Talking Heads, right here
But
on
they ain't got
Garden
no
Radio.
roadblock then. That's why you making noise now.
Yeah, but be talking sports.
That's a sport, the sport of driving.
No, not F1 or NASCAR. Bahamas driving.
Look at this.
You know, we got some particular sports listeners that will call right in and say, hold on now, that's 5 minutes you took away from sports, man. We want your sports. You know, if I go over 5 minutes during the week, holidays carry on.
Yeah, Muff will probably be calling in a
Correct.
minute.
Thank you, Jesus.
Muff will be rowing.
The Broncos are in the red zone, so look,
Yeah.
we might get a chance to have this game 13-14.
Why not?
13-11.
No, 13-14, 6 minutes
Why
left.
not 17-11?
Look, it is possible for the Jets to come back and kick a field goal with next week to make it 13-14.
The Jets can score a touchdown and go for 2 and be up 18-11 to prevent the 7-point tie.
Pick 6, because the Broncos get the ball right down in the end zone. All
That's
they
what
got
I
to do
said.
is
They
score.
score.
They second and goal.
Then they go for 2 and they're up 18-11.
Why would you go for 2 again?
Because
they scored
a touchdown, they beat you. Hello.
Okay.
See why y'all ain't been in 31 years? See why y'all ain't been in 31?
I was going to say, see why you didn't go to SOC, but anyway, let's move right along.
Because I don't want, trust me. Why would I want to go to,
How long?
Only for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Why would I want to go to SOC and have my salary and my check signed by somebody who went to St. Andrews? Just go to St. Andrews in the first place.
No. See, you keep forgetting. They don't come to see the owners, They come to see the players. Don't worry about who write the check. That don't count.
Hold on.
You think anybody...
Except Dallas, though.
Yeah.
And
In Dallas, they come to see Jerry Jones.
Jerry making sure you see him.
The check.
Jerry just flipped off some fires last week at the game.
And paid the $250,000.
Like, hey, sports
See,
teams
not
gotta
only
get
in Dallas, they come to
that.
see the owner. They come to see the players.
And you see the people looking at you, and you still flip the bird at them. And you know he's gonna get fined. He didn't get.
Listen,
Jets
you know,
defense
we have a chance, and it was so famous and made popular here in the Bahamas that they actually took it to North Carolina. I think Ricky Fox took it there, and then it went to Duke, and then it went to the Ivy League schools. The Ivy League schools really got it. And you know what it is, right?
No, I don't. Tell me.
When your team is beating them Ivy League schools, you know what they say? It's all right. It's okay. You're going to work for us one day. It's all right. It's okay.
And
You're going to work for us
I don't
one
mind
day.
working for you. Just write that check.
for everything.
Because you write that check, I still get everything I want in life. I don't need everything. I don't need $100 billion. Give me $2 billion.
No, I do.
What you gonna do with it?
Do all that money.
What are you gonna do with it? Nothing you can do with it. You can't carry it with you when you go.
The richest man in the world is now. I think the richest man in the world, but I think he's with $500 billion.
Nah, that's
And what do you do with that?
That's the Tony Montana mentality minus what he did to get
He
the
can
money.
never do that.
So
The
anyhow,
world is mine,
The
bro.
score now is 13-11. I say,
kicked
I
the field goal.
think my prophecy is going to come true.
Nobody.
Watch that.
Listen,
What,
if-
14
write down
One
six-
thing is
if
you
write-
do
write
it, you
six
call it
numbers
on
down
air.
this piece of paper for me, please.
Barring a miracle,
like
if you
right
thought
six
Denver
numbers
was going to
down.
cover the 6 points, you're in
If
problem.
that happens, you need to tell me what the Powerball
I'm
is.
telling
man.
you,
Let me get
that's
that
I'm
lick
telling
now.
you, write
Get
them
that
6
lick.
numbers down for me,
Let me
bro.
get that lick, man.
I can give you a list of
Hold
numbers.
on,
Tony
we
Montana.
all been watching football for over 10
That's
years
true.
and see how these teams work out. Man.
Yeah.
I can just see it happening now. Aaron Glenn gets his first win off a
You say 10 years to accommodate Stat Boy because you
And
know
it's Europe.
I can't go to the
And it's Europe. And then once again, it'll be 2 weeks in a row where in the Guardian picks, Kermit has gone out on an iceberg and got it right. He went with, I think, the Giants last week is the only one. And the Giants
And he
won
won.
on Thursday night. And now today he got Thingham lined up. He had
You got the Jets?
And of course,
he had the Jets lined
and
up.
of course, and I know he's
Two
listening.
New
to
York teams, huh?
Because I just looked in the press, the press box group chat, and Leo said, "Oh, my gut told me to pick both New York teams, and I went against it." That's all right, buddy. I'm gonna call cap on that, buddy.
Everybody is Mr. Monday afternoon.
We was right here last week Sunday.
You got on a cap right there. That's what I'm calling. I'm
Yeah,
calling
we
cap.
were here, all us is here last week.
I got,
At the
no, don't say I have on the cap. Say the right way. I have on a Dodger cap.
Yeah, you have on a dog.
Okay,
Nobody was
calling
picking,
cap.
nobody was picking the Giants to win that game Thursday night.
Nobody.
And the thing with the
except
emoji
Kermit.
It was,
too is it's
I think
blue.
Vegas had like maybe 88% of their picks were for Philly.
Yeah, everybody
Okay.
picked
But
Philly.
it shows how
Everybody-
archaic the offense is. Like you've been saying, it's like it's horrible.
Listen, if you watch Philly from the beginning of the season, you can see they need an offensive coordinator. Who have the offensive
Yeah.
coordinator right now?
because with
It didn't
Steichen,
wake up.
Hurts was great, but the other dude after Steichen left to go coach the Colts, horrible.
Yeah,
Kellen Moore
he's running.
was
he's
bad with
running
Dallas,
something
but was great with Philly, and now he's coaching the Saints, and Hurts horrible again.
Little update for you involving the NFC. Kyler Murray is inactive today due to a foot injury. He's not going to play for the Cardinals. Also, you have ruled out Terry McLaurin and Brown.
But Terry been there for a while.
Noah Brown.
Noah Brown, wide receivers from the
Terry's been
Washington
out. I'm glad
Commanders.
I was able to trade him in fantasy.
So Debo should have a.
And
Should.
Then you have
Keyword should.
Chase expected to play in Flacco's debut. And then also from the Bills, Hamlin and Sanders to injured reserve. Milano out for Monday Night Football. Lamar Jackson ruled out.
That's Damar Hamlin.
Yeah, and they're going to roll with Cooper Rush again.
Yeah, more cut hip.
So that's the latest right there. All right, let's take this quick break. Flip side of the break, we'll get into our picks. I know Clint will join us. I know Leo B will be joining us.
Yep.
So keep it right where you got it. The Sunday, October 12th edition of the Press Box continues right after this.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Loss of family members is very isolating, and people who have experienced loss appreciate when others have shared their grief. If you can't be there in person, go to the Nassau Guardian's website online at thenassauguardian.com and visit our obituary link. The Nassau Guardian's interactive obituary link allows you to read the funeral announcement, express condolences, or place photos on the online guest book for 1 full year. Losing a loved one is painful, but that pain isn't the worst thing to happen. Friends, loved ones, colleagues, and neighbors who ignore the loss. Should the bereaved family wish to place the obituary and photos on our obituary site, just contact the Guardian's funeral industry partners or the Nassau Guardian. Remember, there isn't one magic right thing to say to someone experiencing loss that will make the loss less painful or easier to bear. The Nassau Guardian's obituary link, available online at thenassauguardian.com.
Mommy, guess what I did in school today? Hold on, sweetie. Mommy's sending a text. But Mommy, my teacher said that you're not supposed to text and drive. I know what I'm doing. Oh, look, Mommy, the Smith twins. Mommy, watch out!
In 2017, approximately 54 people died as a result of traffic accidents. A percentage of these fatalities occurred as a result of texting while driving. Just taking your eyes off the road for 5 seconds can increase your chance of crashing. Remember, even the smallest voice counts.
Texting.
Brought to you by UB Radio and Guardian Radio 96.9.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Our talk all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We're back at you on the Sunday, October 12th edition of the Press Box. Your boy Naughty along with Earl of Pearl, Mega, and Statboy in the building. And of course, we're now joined via Zoom by Leo B and Clint J. We got our picks lined up, obviously, and we're bringing you our pigskin picks, and they're all being brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. The game you know, the friends you trust, and the Island Game always reminds you to play responsibly.
Yep.
All right.
Bo Nix holds the ball too long.
Yeah, I can see that.
We know that already, Pearly.
Oh, my
That was
goodness.
his problem from last year. That was his problem.
That
from last
sack, they took a sack this now, and they shouldn't. Oh.
I can't watch. Let me look at my picks. I got my picks.
4th and 15. Yes, the
All
Jets
right.
are going to get the ball back.
We got Leo. We got Leo, and we got Clint J checking in. What's going on, fellas? You guys good?
Hey, saying Press Box. Happy Sunday to you all.
What's going on, Leo?
Yeah, man. Everyone's good.
Yeah, man. We got Clint in yet?
Hey, man. What's going on?
What's going on, Clint?
Hey, what's
That's
going on,
my
Clint?
fantasy advisor there, Clint.
Crystal ball,
My fantasy advisor.
All right, Clint, real quick before we get into the picks, man, any fantasy updates? Who's in and who's out? Any late breaking news? I know Chuba Hubbard is Carolina. Rico Dowdle is going to get the start against the Cowboys. Lamar Jackson's out, and so is Kyler Murray.
Yeah, you got Quentin Johnson. He's not going to play for the
I
Chargers.
saw that.
Lad McConkey going to catch all kind of extra ball today, boy. I love it.
Hold on.
Yeah, and then also you have
gotta put him in.
you have Bam Knight is now being listed as the starter for the Arizona Cardinals running backs.
Oh, he's running back. Okay.
All right.
So that was coming, you know.
Does that mean DeMarcado and Carter are dealing with injuries then?
Well, DeMarcado's in the doghouse for that.
Yeah, but that's dumb.
idiotic play.
That's boneheaded, though.
I don't know what the deal is with Carter, but I hear this Bam
Knight.
Bam Knight.
From the preseason, he's been making some waves in Carolina, in Arizona with the Cardinals.
Yeah,
So he could end up being.
We'll see what he does.
Kind of like the kid in Washington, Bill
Krosky Merritt.
Yeah,
and he's a baller.
And I got
And you got to watch out for that.
Hey, your team in
backfield
ESPN
and
is so
Chargers
loaded.
as well.
It pissed me off, man.
Hey, calm down.
Sorry.
It's
But
how you draft. Okay?
Yeah, I should have listened to you and I didn't. I just went off who all was like popping.
I mean, I'll express.
drafted so
I'll
bad.
express that ESPN team to you all later. But have you heard of outside of Quentin Johnson, Clint?
No other injuries except for what you've already mentioned. But you also want to keep an eye on that backfield in the Chargers with Haskins and Vidal.
Yeah.
To see who. Haskins looks like he's
out.
going to get the first crack at the lead back there.
But I think both of them split that because Vidal has some history there with the Chargers being a backup already. So I think that's going to be a committee right there until Hampton comes back.
I also hear Cam Akers may be signing with them.
That might be a good pickup for him. Stopgap in between. We'll see. We'll see. Very interesting. All right, let's get into these picks, man. And like I said, we got a final 10 today for you from Rich Eisen. What's more likely pertaining to today's games? And he's talking about a lot of things, a lot of teams, so listen out for that. But let's jump into the picks. We got the Arizona Cardinals at the Indianapolis Colts in Indiana. The Colts 8.5-point favorites in this one. I like the Colts to win this one.
Should be unanimous, yeah.
I think they cover
Colts.
the 8.5 points, and I think they win outright. So we just straight up no Kyler Murray for the Cardinals. I'm going with the Colts in Indy.
Yeah, the Colts is a lot better than I thought they would be this year. I like them. I take them in the points too.
I mean, who else would you pick? I mean, you got a rookie starting running back, and you don't have a quarterback. Yeah, I give it the Colts.
It
Going
doesn't
to
matter if
Colts
you
too. I
take the
mean,
points or
even
not.
with Kyler Murray, it's just a total loss. The Colts right now is playing cohesively, defensively. Ain't no one able to stop Jonathan Taylor so far this season. And yeah, so even if Kyler Murray is there, I still was going to Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a big day for JT on the ground.
Yeah.
Got the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers have moved to a 6.5-point favorite in this game from early in the week 5.5-point favorite. That tells me that Vegas is leaning heavily on them. I look at Pittsburgh. The last time these two teams met was last year. Pittsburgh won 24-17. Pittsburgh is definitely the better team out of these two, and Cleveland is starting a rookie quarterback. And of course, Pittsburgh head coach Mike Tomlin is 26-6 versus rookie quarterbacks.
Mhm.
So he could throw some kung fu at him today. I like the Steelers to win, and I like the Steelers to cover.
I don't know if they cover, but I like the Steelers.
They get it by a touchdown today.
I think so.
I don't know if
I
they
like
cover.
the Steelers.
I
don't
think
know
the
if they
Browns
cover.
are because
Yeah.
it's the division rival Browns.
Yeah, it's going to be
on a
much
pride.
closer. But I got Pittsburgh.
I'll pick Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I got Pittsburgh to win that game too.
Well, I'll be the lone pot cake then.
What?
I don't like Pittsburgh's run defense, and Judkins is playing like a man
Hey,
possessed.
that's valid. I got him in fantasy.
Clint, Clint, they say in the beginning of the season now, weeks 1 and 2, yes, we got gash on the ground. But if you notice from week 3 onward, we've been doing some stuff.
Who did you play?
And
Who
guess
did you
what?
play?
Joey Porter's reported to play in the game today. He hasn't played all season, so we're getting our defense healthy, right in time. So this can be a start. As a matter of fact, if Dylan Gabriel don't have a good start,
Aaron
they should go sound exciting.
You know
Aaron
what?
Rodgers can't run, and Cleveland's defense is going to be all over him.
You know what? Because you know what? I changed in my cotton picking pick. I ride with you, Clint. I ride with you.
Clint, you forgot we just come out of bye, right? So we got a lot of key people. Don't forget Jalen Warren.
That's a division game
did not
over.
play, I think week 4.
Yeah.
So we have him back today. So we're good.
I hear
Some
you,
say,
but
yeah,
preach
get
your
him in
team,
Gabriel
buddy.
on the ground to take pressure off of Aaron Rodgers dropping back. So we ain't got to worry about Myles Garrett. We can negate that pass rush.
All right.
I ride with Clint. I switch my
Leo, you don't negate Myles Garrett's pass rush, all right? You weather it, you stave it off for a moment, but you don't negate Myles Garrett.
Yo, what's with the Buns takes recently?
As
man?
much as I don't like him, you don't take that linebacker who used to play for Penn State out of the equation. He can be there.
Yeah.
If I was going up against TJ Watt, you know I got to go with TJ Watt as my defensive player of the year.
Right, and TJ Watt's
I'm
great,
biased
but
today. I'm biased.
yeah, but I get it, and that's your team. But you can't say to negate Myles Garrett. That's a Buns take.
I
You
said
can't
we can
negate
stop
him.
him, right? But in terms of having that impact, I think we can find a way to kind of just stop it down, just slow him down a bit. That's all.
Okay, let's look at the box score at the end of the game. Myles Garrett, 3 sacks, 1 pass breakup, 4 tackles for loss, 1 forced fumble. All right.
Oh Lord.
So who you like in the game though, Clint? You like the Clint? You like
He's taking
Cleveland, right? He's the
Cleveland.
low.
Him and Purley because he got Purley to switch.
I'm with Clint. I'm riding with Clint.
All right. My Dallas Cowboys. My favorites on the road against the Carolina Panthers. I like the Dallas Cowboys in this one.
Agreed.
I like the Cowboys to put points up in this one. And Rico Dowdle, you ran your mouth. I want you to meet Kenny Clark up close and personal in the hole, and Kenny can let you know what you're missing in Dallas because you ain't in Dallas no more. You was there 5 years. But it's a reason why we let you go, too.
What's the line on that game? I'm naughty.
-3 for the Cowboys. So, Rico, I'm impressed with you doing in Carolina. You were a great Cowboy. You played your role. You did well for us. But don't be running your mouth.
I don't believe because the Dolphins let Carolina look like an all-star team last week that they could beat Dallas. That thing gonna happen.
Who's the game with us? Dallas? Yeah, give me the Cowboys. Once they hate them.
Yeah, and it's our Dallas Cowboys, not yours.
Oh, sorry. Our Dallas Cowboys. That's right. I was gonna let you speak for yourself when it came to you, man. That ain't no problem. But that's our Cowboys. You know that.
Everybody's picking Dallas, correct?
Yeah, absolutely, Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, just making sure.
So we got the Cowboys across the board on that one. The Chargers 3.5-point favorites over the Miami Dolphins in Miami. I like the Chargers in this one. I think this is a get-right game for them. They've lost 2 weeks in a row. I think they can get it done against Miami just because the situation with Miami's defense.
Miami got no defense. I'm going to take the Chargers and the points.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
Even though they rotating running backs too in LA as well, because you can't find nobody else.
Quarterback, right?
What's that?
Tua is still a
Yeah,
quarterback.
he's still a quarterback, but he's hobbled, so I don't know how effective he's going to be.
Yeah, so they ain't gonna win.
Is this game on the road or is it
In Miami, that can make it worse.
I can be real with you guys, man. This on paper, I know on paper it looks easy, but this really was a tough game to call because right now I see the Chargers struggling ever since Eckler went down, season-ending injury.
Eckler's with the Redskins, bro. He ain't been with the Chargers for 2 years, bro. What you talking about?
Sorry.
You know what they're running back. Who played for them?
Omari and Hampton.
No, I'm the other one. They started running back who's in Pittsburgh last year.
Oh, you're talking about Najee Darvin, boy?
Najee Darvin.
I mean, no, Najee Harris.
Najee Harris.
Not
You know
Darvin,
Najee
boy.
Harris in Leo.
So their run game really fell off the wagon, and then don't forget, I think one of the key old linemen is injured, and your boy has been just jittery. So I think this is actually a level playing field, but it can come down to coaching. I give the Chargers, but they may probably just win by a field goal. This is going to be a tight game. I don't see this as a blow for the Chargers, to be honest.
I disagree. I think they'll handle them, but we'll see, Leo. But yeah, Chargers.
Because Sandra, the Chargers lost like the past 2 weeks. They lost some inexplicable games that they were.
I saw the Commanders beating them because the Commanders, I feel, are a little bit better coached, even though Harbaugh's a great coach, and the defense is better. But this is Miami, man, so they should win. But we'll see.
All right.
Just before you go to the next pick, Denver, the defense just came in with a big play.
They sacked Justin Fields. We just watched
saved
it,
the game.
and so they'll win 13-11.
No turnover. No
turnover.
No, it's fourth down. It was the fourth down.
They'll win 13-11.
That close, bro.
They're taking a knee.
Okay, good.
So Denver wins. So that saves my pick that I had for early this morning. But what a horrible game.
All right, let's get to these other games. We got the Rams against your Ravens in Baltimore. Rams 7-point favorite. I like the Rams to win this one, but I don't think they cover the 7.
Yes, they do.
No, because you're getting Marlon Humphrey and you're getting your boy from Notre Dame back, the safety.
Hamilton is back.
Yeah, both of them coming back today. So I think
we'll see.
Stafford trying to throw the ball all over.
I like the Rams, but I'll take the Rams on the money line. I'm not sure. I think out of toughness, out of pride, I think the Ravens can give the Rams a tough play.
Toughness and pride.
The Rams got some injuries up front. I think they're going to give them a double dose of Derrick Henry today to protect Cooper Rush.
I'll say this. I think we're going to lose. I wouldn't be surprised if we get blown out. If we manage to win, season could be saved, but I think we lose.
I don't see Derrick Henry running on this defense. I don't see you guys throwing on them. I think the Rams win by double digits easy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Clint.
I see the Rams winning also probably by 2.5 touchdowns. I'm going to shoot a straight, Sancho. I think John Harbaugh is coaching for his job at this point right now.
When you said 2.5 touchdowns, did you mean a 17-point margin of victory?
Yeah.
Right, that's what I meant.
All right, so Leo, you said Harbaugh's coaching for his job.
Harbaugh ain't going nowhere. Harbaugh ain't going nowhere.
That's the sad reality is we won't fire him, we won't fire Zach Orr, and we'll continue to be in this position.
Harbaugh's a made man. Once we got a Super Bowl ring in your finger, it's very
rare. We need somebody like Tommy DeVito to run up into that restaurant and take that made man out, man. I'm done with him. What was his name? Billy Botts? Yeah, you gotta go, bro. Whatever happens to Tommy DeVito after
how much gangster movies you've been watching?
What kind of house you got there, Naughty?
Hey, that's news to me right now.
I'm 18, man. I'm 18, so I've seen Goodfellas, man. I've seen it.
The boy got a
you 18. You just turned 18. How long ago did you see Goodfellas?
I just watched the movie.
Okay, all right.
I just seen the movie.
Yeah, he just watched the movie about 2 years ago.
I just watched the movie, but no. Something's got to happen.
All right, Patriots and the Saints, man. I like the Patriots in this one. It's going to be a tight game. They're playing in New Orleans, but I think Vrabel has the Patriots disciplined enough to win this game.
I agree.
I agree, but I think if Kamara could run the ball today and keep them honest, that could be a game.
Listen,
but I still think the Patriots hold.
Both teams won big games last week.
Yeah.
So this can be a toss up to me, but just give me a slight edge for New England.
Yeah.
Because after Spencer Rattler them beat the Giants, they're confident about on the roof in that game home too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Superdome's going to be loud.
Yeah,
even though
the Giants made some big mistakes to help.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
They did. But when a team get their foot back home again, they can try. They can try to do all kinds.
What say you, Clint and Leo, as far as the Patriots and the Saints?
As far as fantasy implications go here, keep an eye on Miller because I hear a lot of rumbling about they may trade
Kendre Miller.
That's the back in New Orleans, correct?
They may be trading Alvin Kamara, so they may not be playing him as much.
Yeah, I heard that.
Healthy.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
Damn. So you've got the Patriots in that one, Clint?
I've got the Pats. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Leo?
I'm a lone wolf, guys. I'm going with the Saints. I feel as so. Just like Megan said. Saints got their first win of the season. Alvin Kamara's clicking there at home. The parts are there. I like what Vrabel's doing down there and the quarterback, but I just feel as though the Saints could kind of get an edge field goal wise.
Kamara's clicking. Did you not just hear me? They ain't gonna be playing him.
All right, we gotta get through this real quick.
You can blame.
I love this. This is fun.
Awesome.
Let's get these other ones out the way. We got to pick them up because we do have that final 10 with Rich Eisen, breaking it down what's more likely. Seahawks on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seahawks -1. Favored by 1.
This is scary.
I don't really want to touch this game, but if I have to, I'm going to go with Jacksonville.
This is a scary game.
I think Jacksonville proves a point at home after the big win against Kansas City. I think they proved that point at home that they are legit. I think that their head coach Cohen is going to have a good scheme drawn up. Seattle's
I'm going to stick with my pick. I'm picking Seattle. Trevor Lawrence got lucky the last 2 games.
But
Okay.
is that luck
Is
or
it
that's
luck?
talent?
Is
That
it
was
luck?
luck. You fall down twice on the goal line, and Chris Jones look at the man.
Yeah,
he
but-
didn't even run.
Yeah, but
right?
he had the heart to get up though.
Twice.
Exactly.
And Chris Jones sit there like, "Boy, what you doing?" And that's what he was doing.
I can't believe you got up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then even when he run,
On
when he
that
run
argument-
to the pylon, he still ain't going there.
On that
And he had to
argument,
dive.
He's still right now today. He's still looking at him run to the pylon.
I can take Jacksonville on that one. Thank you.
I
I can
think
take
Jackson-
Jacksonville.
I'm taking the Jags,
Thank you,
man.
Mega. You helped me on that one.
I'm taking the Jags,
I'm
man.
gonna go to Seattle this one because they lost a game last week too. I think.
Yeah, but that was to the Buccaneers, so their,
right.
but their defense can be hard.
Their defense is solid. So last week I think they were embarrassed. They didn't even win this game on the road.
Their defense can
What
be
say
hard,
you,
man.
Clint and Leo?
Both of them have decent defenses. Just I like the Seahawks. I like their run game better. Charbonnet and Ken
That's
Bone.
fair.
I like the two of them better
That's
than Etienne and whatever his name is, Tootin.
Bashar, Tootin, and Eddie, and yeah.
That's a game you really don't want to touch for real.
Here's another one I don't want to touch.
Jacksonville, though.
Everybody got their pick in?
Yeah, I went with
Leo's- Leo's-
Jacksonville, and then Mega, Clint, Leo. I think they went Seattle.
We got the Titans on the
split.
road against the Raiders. I like the Titans to win this game. Lot
You
of
said
disarray,
the
lot of disarray in Las Vegas. Finger pointing by the players in the locker room at Pete Carroll. Chip Kelly is done with Chip Kelly is done. Screw up an offense and piss off the entire offensive portion of the team. They're not buying into his philosophy.
Wait, so you're going with the Titans?
I'm going with the Titans in the upset.
Wow, nah.
I like the Raiders at home.
I got to go with the
I
Raiders.
think-
And I'm going to give you a name for the Titans too. Alec Alamenor, wide receiver, Stanford.
To get some points today, huh?
He's going to score a touchdown and catch.
Yeah.
Have about 70 yards receiving and a touchdown.
The Titans shocked everybody last week beating Arizona, but Arizona really beat themselves.
I was just gonna say that.
But yeah, I
But
gotta
the
go.
see, I get all that.
Gino
But
has
when
not
you got
been
a
good, I
house in
agree.
disarray and you
And
got a
Gino-
team quitting on coaches, trust me, brother.
And Gino has
Go
what,
with that
9
underdog.
interceptions in 5 games. It's not good. So if the underdog comes through, all credit to you. But I
I'll
gotta
be the
go.
lawn podcast gonna
I gotta go with the
take
Raiders.
the
No, I
Titans.
think Leo's gonna pick the Titans with you.
Who you got?
Yeah, I'm definitely with the Titans for sure. It's just the Raiders, they're so deplorable right now. Geno Smith, he's playing himself a starting job and possibly a starting NFL career.
I didn't make it with the Raiders. Though. That was game with them.
The fact that they have to come in and say that Geno Smith still has the job right now shows that they're not clicking on all cylinders. It doesn't help that Brock Bowers is going to miss again.
He's again, man.
today.
Again.
Oh damn!
What a
Brock
waste of a
Bowers is
fantasy
out.
pick.
He won't play, but I think
Gotta go with
Genty has
Genty.
a massive game today.
Yeah, Genty's
He
gonna
runs
be huge
all
today.
over
I
them.
agree.
I don't know about that.
But you may know, but he's been doing really
He's been
well for
doing
me
well.
all season. Really well for me all fantasy season.
What happened the first
Especially
2
after
weeks?
the Bears.
I was
That's
just gonna
all
say,
right.
you sure you?
Yeah, the first
you
2
mean
weeks,
after
no,
week
but
3,
after
you
the
mean?
Bears,
Yeah,
he started
yeah.
to pick it up. Yeah. But I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Yeah, I got the Raiders.
Got
All right, the next game we got on the docket, we got the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. I like Green Bay to win this one big.
Yeah, easy Green Bay.
Yeah,
Green
Bay.
Green Bay.
That linebacker used to play for Penn State. I think he might get a legit sack or two today because Flacco is
Because they have no
stationary.
O-line, yeah, and he's stiff, man.
I really
Yeah,
think Micah Parsons is going to get a couple of sacks today.
What's his name?
That former cowboy, Micah Parsons.
Michael,
Number 11. Used to be number 11.
Yeah.
The old number 11.
Mike, if you ever come to Nassau, Bahamas, this guy by the name of Donnie.
right after LeBron and Kevin Clark, that's your spot.
Oh my goodness.
How you can put him that high, man? You can't put him
really
that
going
high,
against
man.
him like that much?
What did he really do for the Cowboys?
Oh my goodness.
We couldn't stop the run when he was there. Be stopping the run when he gone.
You know what? I kind of feel like
To the point that you're so good that Dallas is now probably talking to Miami to get
Nick Chubb.
Bradley Chubb.
No.
Phillips?
No,
Jalen Phillips.
We want Chubb.
Jalen Phillips.
We want Chubb.
Jalen Phillips is really having a good season. Chubb is having a crappy season.
know, I
Even though
got-
he got 3 sacks.
Walking IR.
Point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's the truth, though.
No, it's you like.
You all exposed him in that playoff game a couple years ago.
I
What you
told
all
you
do?
that.
You all bring Trent Williams big behind down to the left side of the
Swear, I
line,
told you
right
that.
out to the right,
I
and then he
swear,
came around the
Ooh.
corner. He popped Mike in the mouth one time, and you all ran all over us for a hard night through warm
I
butter.
already told Cowboys fans, Michael Parsons is a big liability in playoffs. You could run on him. You could run on him.
My goodness.
All right.
You know what? I need
Where is
to be
it hard?
talking cowboy. I need to walk with a tape recorder with me and tape this guy. So that
Whenever Mike
a year
comes,
later,
yeah.
a year or two later, when that person leave Dallas, he wasted me. You wasted me.
Yeah, I learned from you.
Okay.
I bet you if I say Trent.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna answer you.
You know exactly what I mean.
I'm not gonna answer you.
Exactly.
You're trying to get me to curse.
We gotta stick with the pick.
Let's move on, please.
Does everybody have the Packers in this?
I think we're unanimous with the Packers.
That's not even a question.
Packers and the Bengals? Yeah.
You got the 49ers.
No Burrows, no chance.
No Burrow, no chance.
You got the 49ers against the Buccaneers. This should be a really good game at 4 o'clock. I like the Buccaneers simply because they're in Tampa. So I give them the nod there. But if the 49ers won this game, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I agree with you. But the point is, if Tampa keeps it close, I don't know why, but Baker Mayfield just finds a way to win.
Baker is a Mississippi Boat River gambler right now. That's the street with you on. That luck with
we
you on.
diss him so much and we look down on him, but he finds a way to win.
He does.
He finds ways to win.
He's been elite since he joined the Bucks. If you think about it,
I like the Bucks. I like the Bucks and the points.
And I took the Bucks, but I will say this: Bucky Irving's out. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are out. But I'm going to stick with my pick that I made on Thursday. I'm going with the Buccaneers. And my boy from Ohio State, Emeka Ibuka, is going to go off today for the Buccaneers to win. I believe it. I'm speaking it into existence. He's been balling all season.
All they got to do today is do what Bill Belichick is doing. He's playing a good game.
Just roll the coverage over?
Roll the coverage over there.
We'll see.
Let somebody else beat us.
Yeah.
Because all your best players out.
You got to take him out of the game.
I mean, I was just showing Sancho that this game has over 43 players out.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Injuries.
Wow.
The injuries on both sides are bad. So I'm stick with the Bucks, but hey, it could go either way.
I stick it with us because it's like, okay, you know what? We played Baker twice already. And, you know, his boy Nick Bosa in there to be butter there, but you know, I can stick with the Niners on this one.
Mm-hmm. I remember being the lone pot take last week and telling you all Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win that game.
Yes, you did. Yes,
against Seattle.
I will give you a good.
I picked Tampa Bay that game too
today. Kendrick Bourne is going to go off again today. He's got a good rapport with Mac Jones, so they'll sync up. Yep. But I still like Tampa. They are a good all-around team, even though they're hurt. They've got depth. They're wide receivers.
I'm certain I picked the Buccaneers with you.
Going to have a big game. It's going to be a good game, but I like Tampa Bay.
Two key players came
back.
I'm
going to Bucks. I see this as a Todd Bowles and Mega's prodigal son return. I see that as a little face-off. So this could be a defensive game. I see this as a low-scoring game. So we'll see. Then Mark Jones is a little banged up too. So that was my edge right there. And going with the Bucks.
Let me just tell you that Jawan Jennings is back and Malik Mustafa's playing also.
Is Jennings back?
Jennings back today. So if you all think this game will be not easy for Tampa Bay to win, then all right, go right ahead.
I see this as a defensive game, Mega. Honestly, I don't see this as a shootout, but we'll see. You know.
Now we on to Monday night. Monday night.
We missed Detroit.
Detroit and Kansas City. I like Detroit on the road, plus the 2.5 points. I like Detroit to win this game outright, period.
No, I give it to the Chiefs.
You know,
you're not gonna embarrass them twice in a row at home.
Yeah, but it comes a time.
Detroit is a better team right now than Kansas City.
Yeah. Detroit is a better team, but Patrick Mahomes been playing good. Outside of that pick six, the last 2 weeks he's been playing good.
Yeah, but it comes down to when that 7-year run comes to an end, and I think I've been saying from the beginning of the season that year run is done. I think Detroit.
Let's see everybody in Detroit now because they done pull up with 5 in a row.
No, I just think that teams like Buffalo and Kansas City been on a run for so long, been relatively healthy for the last 5 years. This NFL, you can't stay healthy forever.
Yeah, let's see, Baltimore going through it right now too. So,
yes,
going through
I'm gonna go.
Injuries?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Chiefs in this one because I don't see you all embarrassing them 2 weeks in a row at home in Arrowhead. This is gonna be the first loss for them brothers in 5 weeks, bro.
Dan Campbell is such a good coach and gutsy. He knows how to play against Kansas City. Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery are going to run all day long.
Fully agree, Clint. I'm going
keeps
Detroit.
The ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hands.
Yes.
Keeps them on the sideline.
Yes.
So that's how they're going to win.
I agree. I'm going Detroit.
Well, that's a good assessment, Clint. I just feel as though, like Mega says, and I hear Purdy saying too, but I think desperation, embarrassment, and then too, don't forget, these guys are former champions, and then also they're getting healthy at the right time. Also, the next week, they should be getting Q Rice.
Yeah, next
embarrassment doesn't create talent.
don't forget the AFC West is still open, even though Denver won today. They won a very ugly game against the Jets, albeit it's in London. Raiders pretty much ain't going nowhere. And the Chargers kind of still 50-50. So this is their time right now to springboard. If they could win this game and get a 500, I can see that happening today.
Listen,
Detroit.
That Chris Jones incident made it so embarrassing for him. Watch him tonight.
All right, we got 2 games on Monday night. We got the Bills -4 over the Falcons. I like the Bills to win that one. I don't know if they cover the 4. I think they win, but I don't know if they cover the 4.
That game in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Nah, give me the Falcons in that one.
You know what?
Atlanta's bipolar. Every time I pick them one way or another, they do fool.
You know what? I'm going with Buffalo. But if Atlanta wins this game at home against Buffalo, and Buffalo's coming off a tough loss against New England, granted, it's a division game. I'm going to go with Buffalo. If Atlanta wins this game, man, I take a game off me the rest of the season. I refuse to pick Atlanta games if they win, man.
It would not surprise me if Atlanta lost.
They're so bipolar,
But
man.
they could come out tonight and considering, like I said, these two teams have been too fortunate for too long. That luck got to run out soon.
Yeah.
All right, last game.
Hold on a second.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on.
Sorry, Clint.
So just a little fantasy implication there. Dalton Kincaid may not play, and since it's a Monday night game, you better have a backup plan. So make sure Dawson Knox is on your bench there in case you need him, or Kyle Pitts might be floating around there. Just make sure to have a backup plan.
I have him in one of my leagues.
I like Buffalo to win the game regardless if Kincaid plays or not.
All right.
Well, I'm going to Bills, man. They're not going to get embarrassed.
Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf for this one.
Lone Wolf.
I
Going
came
with
to
Atlanta.
bro.
Going with Atlanta.
I don't know if I just picked Atlanta because I just like the stadium.
Then you got the Washington Commanders on Monday night against
the Bears.
The Bears. I like the Commanders on Monday night. They're at home. I think they turn the corner a little bit. I like them.
Yeah, give me Commanders too. I think Debo will have a good night.
I just need Caleb Williams to get out, have a good first quarter, and jump like a 7 or 10 point lead. So Daniels can just throw the ball all night and give me some fantasy points.
Yeah.
But I like the Commanders to win this game.
I'm going to go with the Commanders, especially how they beat them last year. I think both teams remember that. So the Bears are going to try to come out and they're going to try to like show them, hey, listen, what happened last year ain't going to happen this year. But I think the Commanders, they're too well coached and too talented, man. I'm going to go with them.
All right, let's take that wrap right. I think we covered every guys. You got the last pick.
Yeah,
Commanders, everybody.
Right. Everybody, but unanimous.
You know who the number 1 rushing team is right now? Washington.
You know the number 1 offense is right now? Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, God. The number 1 baseball team is right now?
Anyway.
Milwaukee Brewers.
For Burley, for Clint, and for Leo, man, it's your boy Naughty. We're wrapping, and Mr. Producer, we're wrapping things up. We'll take a quick break. Flip side of the break, Rich Eisen taking us home with what's more likely, dealing with today's games, talking Steelers, 49ers, Cowboys, Dolphins. Listen out, and I will see you next week right here on Sunday for the press box.
Yes, sir.
All brought to you, of course, by Bud Light, The Island Game, Green Parrot, and Margaritaville PI. Let there be football.
Tell them.
What's more likely?
Never say never, but never.
Guys, happy Friday. Great to see you.
What up, Chris?
Everybody good? Rich, great to see you. What time is it over there? Is it like 6?
6:11.
6:11?
Yeah, it is. It's
already
6:11. It's beginning to get dark behind me. That's the London landscape.
It's getting dark for a couple of teams in the NFL, guys, especially
Segways
ones that
everywhere.
played last year in the big Super Bowl 59 participant. You're most concerned about the rest of the season, Chiefs or Eagles?
Look at you. Look at you. This is really not a what's more likely. You're just putting me in a box for a question. So you're saying what's more likely to not make the playoffs? Or
No, I'm
you're
saying
just saying
the
who am
more
I
likely
concerned about
team
more?
that you're most concerned about the rest of the year.
Well, I mean, I could tell you how I'm feeling right now, not like how I'm down the road, like what's likely. I'm just trying to tap dance here to poke holes in you not really asking me a question about the likelihood of something. But long story short is I will say I'm more concerned about, I'll go the Eagles right here.
Yeah, you are.
Maybe it's recency bias. Maybe it's recency bias because they've lost twice in 5 days. And I just think the Chiefs, even though when they fall to 2-4, I just believe in them. And I don't know, man. This is part of the reason why Andy Reid is sitting in Kansas City. Philadelphia will just eat you up and spit you out when there's some potential blood in the water and a massive iceberg underneath the water as well. So I'll just go Eagles just for recency bias right now.
All right, well, let's move on. More likely, how about this scenario based on last night's game? Is it more likely that the Giants make the playoffs or the Eagles miss the playoffs?
I'll say it's more likely. Look at you, keep boxing in here. I'll just go.
It's not going to be
Eagles
easy, Rich Eisen. Come on now.
No, it's just because it's the Giants are 2-4.
Yeah, but they look like the much better team last night and in the last 3 weeks.
I know that. No, I
what team do you want to root for, Rich? The guy, the wackos on the left, or this guy on the right who looks like he wants to be somewhere else?
Jalen Hurts is one to root for, and you know that. How dare you? But talk about recency bias. I mean, and this is why I'm counseling you to pump the brakes more than you care to about your Patriots.
Well, that's just because you're a hater.
No, it's when you've got a young team, you go up and down. That's how you can get the results that you saw in weeks 5 and 6 for the Giants.
Or they win the Super Bowl.
And then, listen, man. I will just go with the Eagles missing the playoffs because I don't know if the Giants make it, and I think the Eagles still make the playoffs. So to hell with you and your topic bar.
so aggressive, Tom.
With all due respect.
You're supposed to say that first.
I know.
Hey, big one in Florida on Sunday, guys. Couple 4-1 teams locking horns. Is it more likely that Mac Jones remains unbeaten this year, or Baker Mayfield leads yet another one-score Bucs win?
I think it's more than likely that the Baker Mayfield leads the Bucs to another one-score win. It really is amazing what he's doing. No question about it. And listen, this has got nothing to do about Mac Jones, but I will just go with the guy who is the guy leading the Bucs at home, coming off of yet another win. This one in Seattle. This one where he's, barking at fans for not coming correct, apparently, in the way that you're supposed to troll him from the stands, I guess. I don't know if you heard the backstory is that the reason why he was going at that fan in Seattle is he didn't like the fans. It was just basic for him. He wants somebody to be more inventive.
Be creative, I get that.
He wants somebody to show some creativity rather than just use the basic curse words. I'll go with Baker. It's really, we're rent payers in his world right now, despite what Mac Jones has done for the 49ers.
Could be a fun one in Carolina. Could be high scoring in Carolina. Wide receiver more likely to go off for over 100 yards and a touchdown, George Pickens, or do we finally get to Tet McMillan game?
I'll go Tet McMillan. I'll go with Tet McMillan right now. The Panthers, as you know, have been playing much better at home than they have on the road. I'll say maybe it's time for the rookie to do that. Although Pickens, as we all know, had an outstanding game against the Jets. And Dak is the MVP candidate from Dallas right now. And if Dallas had maybe beaten the Packers instead of being 2-2-1 and being, what would that make them 4-1 right now? Then we would be talking about him 100% as an MVP of the league. But I'll go with Tet McMillan at present.
Couple of 1-4 teams have the chance to get their season on the right track here with a win. Rookie most likely to knock. Cam Ward, Ashton Genty.
Oh man, I'll go with Genty.
Offensive rookie.
Did you hear? Well, first of all, as we know, with Kurt Warner on Wednesday saying Ibuka should be Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Candidate, not just the rookie, but put him with the whole league, veterans and rookies. But I will say Genty. Did you heard Pete Carroll talk about the play calling and needing to see more runs, and that they want Genty to run the ball more, and Chip Kelly saying we're balanced. I just think Pete's going to start taking the ball out of Gino's hands and wanted to put it in Genty's hands. And Genty has improved since they let him stand any darn way he wants before the snap.
Bring it back.
So I think I'll go with Genty right now.
Love it
on that front.
Rich, this could be an interesting game here. How about this one? Browns quarterback more likely to throw more touchdown passes on Sunday. Their new one or their
Flacco?
old one? Yeah, the new guy or the old guy? Dylan Gabriel. Joe Flacco.
Oh, man. One's in Pittsburgh for career start 2, and the other one is in Green Bay for his first start for the Bengals on 5 days in their playbook.
And Jamar Chase is sick and now questionable.
And him basically living out of a suitcase. So I will go.
Tried to tell you,
I will go with. I'll go with Dylan Gabriel. How about that? I'll go with Dylan. I'll go with rookie and career start 2.
Oh, look at you.
In Pittsburgh, slinging it around. I believe in Dylan Gabriel. Let's go.
All right, Rich, last one, and I'll leave you
Yes,
on
sir.
your good London night. How about this one? More likely Super Bowl winning septuagenarian head coach who most wishes they had stayed retired. Pete Carroll or Bill
Or who?
Belichick? Pete Carroll or Bill
Belichick right now. No. Pete is as sunny a disposition as ever, and you know he wakes up every day saying, "Where's my chewing gum?
Great photo of
Let me
Bill.
chomp on it. Let me chomp on it. Let me turn